Well, their first matchup was a wild one, and tonight the Eastern Florida State College baseball team looks for another win against Polk State College. Live from Bruce Bochy Field on the Melbourne campus, it's the Titans and the Eagles, and it's next. It is a beautiful afternoon on Florida's Space Coast for some college baseball. We're at Bruce Bochy Field on the campus of Eastern Florida State College, where tonight the Titans will host Polk State for the second time this season. Good afternoon and welcome. Alongside Jim Wilcoxon, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thanks for joining us on our first broadcast of the 2018 Titans baseball season on WEFS. And Jim, these two teams met back on January 27th. It was a game that was the furthest thing from a pitcher's duel.
Yes, it was. Both teams combined for 21 runs with 33 hits and 9 errors. So anything but a coach's dream. And I think since we're 11 games into the season, I think both coaches would love to see a much cleaner game tonight.
Well, a guy who can clean things up on the mound, that would be the Eagles starting pitcher, Jared Freelick.
Yeah, Jared's a University of Kentucky transfer, 6 feet 7 inches tall, so he could probably play for the basketball team. I'm not so sure, but he's thrown 7.1 innings this year, and Coach Corbeil says he keeps his fastball in the low to mid-90s and has an excellent curveball.
He will be opposed by number 24, Cam Weinberger for Eastern Florida.
Yeah, Cam's an impressive-looking freshman from Boca Raton. He has a live fastball, an excellent slider, and he comes into the game with a 2.08 ERA. Very impressive for this young pitcher.
Let's look at the batting lineup that he will face. Polk State College's leading hitter is Cody Arthur. He will lead things off. Nico Limoncelli, the second baseman, will bat next. Then it's Zach Scott, the right fielder. Trent Sinkfield, the third baseman, is batting cleanup. Danny Berg and Sam Karuschek are the hitters in the 5 and 6 hole. Mitch Osborne, Miles Symington, and Chase Ashby, the center fielder, will round things out and try to turn the top of the order back to Arthur. As we get our first look at Cam Weinberger completing his warm-ups, and we're about ready to play ball. So Arthur comes in hitting .360. First pitch of this one's in for a strike.
Yeah, that's a good live fastball from Cam to start it off. It's always good to work ahead in the count.
Arthur from Windermere, Florida, down in the Orlando area, but to High Point up in North Carolina to start his baseball career. Now,
and Cody's one of the players I think that Coach Corbeil was talking about. He's very versatile. That's one thing he likes about his team. Cody plays catcher, first base, and DHs a little bit, so gives the team a lot of versatility.
Let's have a home run, 3 RBIs. As he takes the 0-2 here from Weinberger. And driven base hit to start things off for the Eagles. And he's going to try to stretch it to 2. Going to be a bang-bang play, and he is safe. So a leadoff double for Cody Arthur. And Cam Weinberger will have to work from the stretch here to start.
Yes, he will. I guess we see why Cody is their leading hitter so far on the year. Nice 2-strike hit.
It's his third double. As we take a look. The Eastern Florida defensive setup. Luis Cabrera is the catcher, who is the battery mate of Weinberger. It'll be Ramos Sanjurjo in center, or in second, or at shortstop. Dylan Espinal is the second baseman. Zarello at first, and Castillo, Silva, and Corneal in the outfield. Second batter is Nico Limoncelli. And he'll take that one upstairs. Ball 1. Second baseman Limoncelli from Elmira, New York. 1-0 from Weinberger. Checks the runner at second.
And then Nico's going to try to get some to the right side here to try to get Arthur over to third if at all possible. I think Cam will probably try to work him away to help prevent that.
He's behind in the count. It's 2-0. Taking ball 3 is Limoncelli. He's 5th on the team with a .278 average. 3 RBIs.
Cam needs you to relax and throw a strike right here. You know he's taking, so just relax and play catch.
In there, 3-1. Weinberger entered the game with a 2.08 ERA, 1-0 record, 8 2/3 innings pitched. And he will walk him on 5 pitches. So Limoncelli aboard, runners at first and second. Nobody out here for the Eagles as we look back at that double by Orther to lead things off.
Yeah, Cody did an excellent job of extending his arms and really driving that ball to left center, and he was really aggressive out of the box, making it a double right out of the gate. Right here now, you know the Titans are probably looking for a bunt early in the game, 2 on, nobody out.
Yep.
Zach's probably going to try to get one down. If he can, he's probably going to try to get it down the third base line, make the third baseman feel the ball.
This is Cam's first start of the season, by the way. So they're coming in a different situation, in a tough one, a tough spot right now. Zach Scott, the right fielder, steps in, takes a strike.
Yeah. Nice curveball right there. Yeah, I've seen Cam pitch a couple of times this year out of the bullpen. He's been impressive. So starting's a little bit different for him, but I'm sure he'll settle in and be fine.
Scott, a local boy to the Polk State campus, went to Santa Fe Catholic High School, native of Mulberry. And the count is even 1-1 on Zach Scott. Runner checked back as Sanjurjo, shortstop.
Looks like they might have had a play on, but luckily Cam had the sense to step off with the shortstop out of position.
There's a 1-1 from Weinberger. Driven up the middle,
Double
going to be a tough
ball.
play. Tipped over to Sanjurjo,
Oh,
and then over to
play.
first. Zarello gloves it, 2 away. Runner moves to third on the play.
Great diving play by Dylan Espinal. Dylan gets a great jump on this ball, dives, and make a nice little toss to the shortstop Sanjurjo to turn the double play. That's huge. Getting 2 outs now with a runner on third.
Man is Orther, but now just 1 out to work with as a cleanup hitter comes in, Trent Sinkfield. Sinkfield, the third baseman out of Sarasota. Product of Riverview High School. Sinkfield batting .225, 6 RBIs.
You know he's a 4-0 hitter, so you know he's got some power.
Not a home run yet, but still early in the season. Both of these teams in the pre-conference portion of their schedule as it's chopped foul. A couple of strikes away is Weinberger from getting out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, if he can get out of this inning after starting 2 on, nobody out, that would be huge, huge for the Titans.
A 1-1 from Cam. Checking Orther at third. Nice direct look at him.
Nice
Foul.
pitch. Looked like he took a little bit off that pitch. Looked like a pretty good change up there from Cam. Now he's ahead in the count, and he can throw what he wants to at this point. The key is going to be for Cabrera to really block anything low. Don't give him a run on a wild pitch pass ball right here.
6-3 Weinberger winds and strikes him out.
Nice.
So a hit, but nobody comes across. That double play turn for Eastern Florida, and we go to the bottom of the first, no score.
Yeah, even though that's the top of the first inning, that's huge momentum for Eastern Florida, getting out of that inning with no runs. Nice pitch by Cam. It was a little curveball that caught the inside corner. That's the Looked like the same pitch as his first pitch, but this one actually made the plate. Excellent pitch.
Strikeout and a walk in that inning is now we will see the Eastern Florida batting order for the first time. It will be Dylan Espinal to lead off. That's where he's been most of the season, in that spot, the second baseman. Followed by Kevin Silva. Christian Sanjurjo, the shortstop. Elian Morejo will be the designated hitter. He's seen a lot of time in the 3-hole, moves down as Sanjurjo back in the lineup. Andres Ramos, Paul Castillo, Jason Corneal next. Jacob Zarello and Luis Cabrera, the catcher, will round things out as they will face Frelick for the first time. And it's always a tough thing as a batter to see somebody bearing down a Randy Johnson type.
Yes, it is. It is. But I tell you, Dylan, he's been an impressive leadoff here this year. He leads the team with a .421 batting average, and he's got some power for a little guy. He can hit power to both fields, and like to see him get on and get the Titans started.
Sinkfield, Korshak, Limoncelli, Orther, the defense behind him in the infield. Symington, Ashby, and Scott left to right in the outfield. Mitch Osborne is his catcher. As we wait for the first Titan to come into the batter's box. Frelick, an 11.05 ERA, so that's a little in the rarefied air. Just the 2 appearances, so a lot of times early in the season you've got some high ERAs. If you had 1 or 2 bad outings, that's all it takes.
Exactly, and that's what Coach Corbeil, he just wanted to get some innings. He's got a young team. He's got 21 brand new players on the team, only 1 returning position player, and that's Zach Scott, the first baseman.
And off to a 5-6 start. Each of these teams coming off a defeat. Eastern Florida played Daytona State College yesterday and came up short. So in steps Dylan Espinal, freshman second baseman out of Puerto Rico.
Like I say, Dylan's been an impressive hitter this year. He's had multiple hit games in 5 of our 11 games so far, so that's impressive for this early in the year.
And if he gets on, it's almost a sure double. He's got 8 stolen bases. That leads the team. To work against Frelick. And he's ahead of the count, 2-0.
Yeah, Dylan's got that rare combination of some power and speed, and it's great to have it at the top of the lineup. Can really put a lot of pressure on the defense and the pitcher.
Batting .421 with a home run. 6 ribbies. Fakes the bunt. Takes a strike. These 2 teams have met 9 times in the last 5 seasons. Polk State has that edge 6-3. And leadoff walk for Dylan Espinal.
That's a great start. So like you said earlier, look for him to get a good jump and run. And with Kevin coming up, Kevin really puts the bat on the ball, and he can hit both fields, and really good contact hitter as well as an excellent bunter.
Silva, freshman out of Kissimmee. 5'10", 160, 3 hits in each of his past 2 games.
Yeah, he's really been hot.
Up the middle. This has got double play written all over it, and that's in fact what it is. Yeah. 2 away. So Espinal erased at second. 2 batters, 2 outs.
Yeah, it looked like Kevin reached for that a little bit, got it off the end of the bat. Shortstop made a nice play coming up. 6-3 double play.
The base is empty now for Christian Sanjurjo, who played a lot in the early portion of the season and spent some time out of that lineup. The Puerto Rican back in there.
Yeah, he's an impressive shortstop. Swings the bat well, and he's got a good glove in the field.
375 average coming in, and he takes a strike.
Now what he's going to want to try to do here is, put good wood on the ball and try to get a double with 2 outs, get himself in scoring position if he can. If he hits one down the line or in the gaps, I would look for him to stretch it into 2.
And opposite field it goes. And in there with a 2-out single is Christian Sanjurjo. So that will bring up the cleanup hitter, Elian Morejo.
Yeah, Morejo's been hot. He's hitting 6 of the last 7 games. Again, has excellent power.
Batting .317, leads the team in RBIs, co-leader with 8. 10 runs as well, also leads the team should he get on base. And he'll pop it straight back. 0-1. So the runner first, Sanjurjo, 2 out. Morejo, the designated hitter this evening, out of Orlando's Lake Nona High School, so a former Lion.
He comes from a good program over there. They've got an excellent high school program over at Lake Nona. So.
Here's the 0-1. Frelick. It's inside. Count evens up.
Yeah, starting him off with a couple of curveballs, so he's hesitant to throw him a fastball, being the cleanup hitter.
Titans up to a 6-5 start, all out of conference games. Frelick from the stretch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Got away. Titans hitting .302 as a team. So a little behind at where they were at last year. 14th in the nation in hits. Second, though, in hitting into double plays, so a lot of opportunities have went by the wayside.
Right.
They're 9th of the season, the last inning.
Yeah, they've struggled with moving runners over and getting them in on a consistent basis.
Frelick gets him to foul back another, still 1-2. The hitting has been pretty decent, I'm sure, if you're talking with Jeff Tam. It's the pitching that's been letting the team down. An ERA of 5, and really just issuing a lot of walks has been the big problem.
It really has. And he was a little frustrated because he said in the fall the pitchers were just lights out, and he certainly didn't expect them to get off to this kind of start. But he's confident they'll get back where they need to be.
Titans will open conference play next Wednesday, 21st at Miami-Dade. I think that's the first of 3 straight against the Sharks. So right into the fire.
Yes, they do.
That program.
Start out conference with a tough opponent.
2-2. Fisted, and that will drop in for a base hit. So Morejo aboard. That moves Sanjurjo to second. Back-to-back hits, 3rd of the inning.
Sounded like he got jammed a little bit on that, but he's strong enough to get it over the third baseman's head. And
like the second hit of the inning there.
Yeah, a little hanging curveball. Got jammed just a little bit, probably looking for a fastball, but again, strong enough to get it over the third baseman's head.
2 on but 2 out. We see Andres Ramos for the first time, another Puerto Rican in this lineup. Batting .258. A couple of doubles and an RBI. Swinging the first pitch. Hot hitter. He's got a hit in 5 of his last 6.
Yes, he has. And you'll notice it seems like the Titan players are being aggressive tonight, and most every batter's gone after that first pitch. So that's good to see. They're not waiting to get behind in the count. They're being aggressive.
Does that tell Frelick to start maybe trying to fool him a little bit on the first pitch? Maybe some off speed, some.
Yeah, exactly. And keep it
some
off
movement. Keep it off that plate.
Keep it off the corner a little bit and see if they can chase.
They're going to be aggressive anyway. It's all a game of adjustments, isn't it?
It really is. From at bat to at bat and inning to inning. It really is.
There's a first and second. Swing and a miss. And an 0-2 hole is Andres Ramos. His third baseman.
Frelick seems to be really living and dying with that curveball so far. He's not hadn't taken challenged the Titan hitters with that fastball on too many occasions so far.
To expect something maybe off speed here to get him chase. It's a 0-2.
Absolutely. Andre's just got to shorten up and put it in play.
Poke it.
Exactly.
Upstairs, a ball. Yeah, Ramos listed as a sophomore. Sanjurjo there at second, Morejo at first. So each pitcher has had some runners aboard in this first inning. So he flied out to right field, settling under is Zach Scott, and makes the catch. And that's the inning, but a couple of hits across for Eastern Florida, and the end of one, no score. Couple of left on base there, and that was a theme from last year. A lot of men left on base and a lot of errors committed. Something I know Jeff Tam wanted to get a handle of this year, and for the most part, that's been better.
Right. Yeah, it looked like Ramos got under that, dipped his back shoulder a little bit, got under the pitch, and certainly it's tough when you have 2 outs, runner on second, get that runner in. But it's early in the game. Hopefully that's a good sign with getting runners on base, and hopefully we can continue that and knock that door open here in the next inning or two.
Well, Al Corbeil is the head coach, now in his 8th season at Polk State. This is a team that is lights out in the Suncoast Conference every year. They captured their 4th straight conference title last year, 6 and 7 seasons. Went 41-3 a year ago, 24-6 in their conference. You will never see that kind of a mark in the Southern.
Yeah, that's impressive. That means you have a program right there when you're winning on a consistent basis like that. That's very impressive.
Great pitching too. They were first in the nation in team ERA at 2.54. That is just infinitesimal. Corbeil played at Plantation High School and then matriculated to Manatee College. So an NJCAA player himself. Took him to the World Series in 1999, then transferred to FIU where he was a first-team All-American. Drafted a couple of times, eventually in the Anaheim Angels organization, 16th round. 7 years as a professional.
Yeah, that's an impressive resume for Coach Corbeil.
And it's like with Jeff Tam, you have that resume and you garners instant respect, right? I mean,
absolutely. You know the players are going to listen to you when you have that kind of resume.
They want to get there.
Exactly.
And to lead off the second will be Danny Berg. Berg, the designated hitter. And he'll take a strike.
Nice.
Berg, outfielder by trade from Saskatoon.
Saskatoon.
Gordie Howe, the most famous athlete to cover come out of Saskatoon.
There you go, bringing up a hockey reference. There we go.
170.
Seems like more and more we're seeing some good baseball players come from the north.
Pulls it up the line, fair ball. So this could be extra bases for Berg. Chasing it is Corneal. Throw it into second and sliding in. Second double of the game here for Polk State. This one belongs to Danny Berg. Another leadoff extra base hit. So Berg coming in hitting .333.
Yeah, he just snuck that one inside the first base line. Corneal did a great job getting over, cutting it off, and keeping it to a double because he has an excellent arm, and he made a nice throw in there. But Berg's just got excellent speed. Was able to get in there for a double.
His third extra base hit of the season. So one in scoring position now against Cam Weinberger as Sam Korashak step in also from the left side. gets away from the catcher Cabrera, and runner advances to third on the play. So Berg 90 feet away from tallying the first run of this game.
Yeah, that was a good read by Berg. See Jacob Zarello make a diving attempt for that ball down the line. Came up just short, but Jason Corneal came over and cut it off. Got the ball into second in a timely manner.
Korshak takes. He's ahead in the count 2-0. 167 hitters, Korshak. Out of Haines City, Florida, so another Polk County native. Fouls that one back, strike one.
What I really like about Cam is throwing motion just seems so effortless. He's got excellent mechanics, and you would expect that working with Coach Tam, but he throws the ball with just effortless. And again, low to mid 90s.
So swing, 1-2.
Yeah, a strikeout right here would be huge. Keep that runner at third base.
Korshak, that 7th RBI of the season here. Gets the count even, 2-2 on the Titans pitcher Weinberger, and making his first start of the season here tonight. Drilled to left field, base hit. That will score Berg easily, and Korshak is aboard. So still nobody out. Back-to-back hits to open the second inning.
That was a really good pitch by Weinberger. He got it in on his hands, but Korshak just did a better job getting his hand inside the ball and driving it the other way.
Back on the right side of the plate is Mitch Osborne. Osborne, the catcher. First, again, nobody out. So potential makings of a big inning. Could we see a double play again? That's what we want to see.
I'd like our chances with the catcher at bat. Probably not too fleet of foot, so double play would be in order for sure.
So Osborne pops it up. Fly ball, throw back to first. Order up. A little unconventional, but two are retired on the play.
We'll take it any way we can get it. A little hit and run that kind of backfired on Coach, but when you're up 1-0, you can be a little aggressive like that.
Take a look here.
Hit and run. And Osborne just got under the ball. He tried to get on top of it, keep it on the ground, but Titans were able to make the play.
Was that the 3-1 double play?
You don't see those too often.
Too big of a lead. Miles Symington, the 8-hole hitter, now in. His first at bat, the outfield out of Bloomington, Illinois, from Normal Community High School. Symington rather is batting .212. Couple of triples, couple of doubles, 4 RBIs. Gets a piece of it. Shading over is Castillo, makes the catch. That's the inning, but a run comes across on 2 hits. And at the middle of the second, it's Polk State 1, Eastern Florida nothing.
Here's a single and the run scored. Here it is.
Again, that was a nice piece of hitting by Sam Korshak going the other way. The ball was in on him. He got his hands inside the ball and was strong enough to drive it into left center for the RBI to put the Eagles on top.
Titans will bat 5, 6, 7 this inning due up. Ramos, Castillo, and Corneal. A couple of hits in that first inning against the tall drink of water known as Jared Freelick. from Worcester, Mass. originally before going to the University of Kentucky. I'll tell you what, Polk State's got a roster of all from all over the country.
Yes.
You know, plenty of Floridians, but you got from Canada as well, but Virginia Beach, Elmira.
Well, I'm sure with Coach Corbill's resume, he has contacts all over the United States, so I'm sure he can recruit pretty much wherever he wants, which is why he's been so successful.
Yeah, he's got, I think, 4 Canadians on the roster. A Bahamian, someone from the Bahamas, and Chavez Fernandez, one of the pitchers. Maybe we'll see him later. But his fair share of local products as well. And as you said, just one position player returning. Off to a decent start here to the year before they get into their conference. So it'll be Castillo, Corneal, and Zarello.
Castillo's he hits from both sides, and he's been hot. He's 5 for his last 7. So the Titans need him to stay hot.
Castillo, the sophomore out of Miami's Slam Academy.
This is the first game I've seen him in left field. Previous 3 or 4 games, he's been playing second base because of Christian Sanjurjo's injury or illness. Once again, that's one thing Coach Tam likes about his team. There's a lot of versatility where Dylan Espinal can play pretty much anywhere in the infield, as can Christian and Paul. Gives the coach a lot of flexibility with his lineup.
Short chat between Osborne and Freelick. Castillo at 280 last year as a freshman. Right now at 368. Still early in the season for the sophomore. Batting from the left side of the plate here. Conference is over. Home half of the second. Freelick looks in. Step in the pitch.
Yeah, looking at the outfield alignment, it looks like they're playing him away, so that tells me Jared's going to try to pitch him away. There's a big gap in right center. If Paul could turn on one, then could definitely get a double out of it.
And it's going to be ball 2. Interesting, Freelick is working from the stretch.
Yeah, you don't see that too often.
With the bases empty.
With the bases empty, yeah, I guess some players are just more comfortable that way, but usually they're not as effective as they are from the windup, but there are exceptions.
And drawing on the walk is Castillo, so he's aboard with nobody out. It's a power generation thing too, right? When you get that wind up, you got that kinetic energy you're trying to move, but I guess when you're 6 foot whatever, right? It's coming up on that 7 foot mark. You got power just by throwing the ball.
Exactly. Well, that's the second inning in a row. The Titans have got the leadoff batter on, so that helps. So.
Yep. I feel like 6-6. Corneal steps in for the first time, takes a strike high.
Once again, he's starting these Titan hitters off with a curveball. So I think Coach Soto, the hitting coach, will make a mental note of that. And second time through the order, I think the Titans will be looking for that.
Throw back, not in time. Castillo in there. Castillo, 2 stolen bases on the season. Historically aggressive are the Titans. A throwback. As a team, Eastern Florida 17 stolen bases. They've been caught 6 times. He'll take that.
Absolutely.
And there's a strike from Freelick.
Yeah, that was a pitcher's pitch there, right at the knees. Curveball. Tough to do anything with that one.
Checking the runner Castillo. Studies in. Stretching the pitch. Swung foul. Straight back. Cornell going to have to battle now.
Jason's been hot. He's hitting 7 of his last 9 games. So he's been one of the hotter Titan hitters over the last few games.
And 2 3-hit games so far this season. After hitting .321 a year ago. So he's picked up right where he left off, the native of the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, he's an impressive outfielder. He has an excellent arm, as do most right fielders, but takes good angles to the ball. Does an excellent job in right.
Taking Sammy Duran's spot.
Exactly.
And throw back again. Now a little closer. Castillo in safe. Talk about just the players that were on this team last year that moved on. Duran and Sebastian Rivera, Jeff Court.
Right.
Jake McFadden, Tommy Romero, Chandler Benton, Tim Luth. And a double play ball possibly. It's picked up by Limoncelli to Korshak on the first. Arthur gloves it. And there are 2 away again. That's the 3rd double play of the game. 2nd against Eastern Florida.
Yeah, Jason hits it off into the bat a little bit. Second baseman makes a nice flip to the shortstop. Got him just by a half a step.
Jacob Zarello will step in.
Jacob's a good-looking hitter, even though his average is probably lower than he wants it to be, but he has excellent power at all fields.
217, first pitch, chops it to short. Korshak, long throw in time. And the minimum batters faced for Jared Freelick in that inning. No runs, no hits. No errors and nobody left. And it's still 1-0 Polk State College.
Yeah, Jacob just, again, drove one off the end of the bat a little bit right at the shortstop. But again, being aggressive, hitting early in the count, and just couldn't get it through the hole. This past inning, though, was an example of a little bit of Coach Tam's frustration in that they get the leadoff batter on, but they don't get him over. And it's tough to score when you can't get him from first to second, and that's been a little bit of frustrating for the coaching staff. But hopefully that'll pick up as they enter conference play here in a week or so.
That was the 10th double play the team's hit into, so they are among the national leaders in that category. That's dubious. You don't want that.
Right, that's one of those categories you want to stay out of.
Chase Ashby, the 9-hole hitter, will lead things off. We turn the order over to Arthur and Limoncelli following that. 3rd inning of work now for Cam Weinberger, trailing by a single run. And has given up doubles in each of the first 2 innings. So anything less than that will be a victory.
It certainly will. And it's kind of unusual. Ashby comes up in the 9-hole and he's got a .306 average. You don't see that too often from the 9-hole hitter. So that tells you that he's almost like a leadoff hitter trying to get the order started again, going 9-1-2. But like you said, it's going to be important for Cam to get this first out. It takes so much pressure off of him. As a pitcher, you can still pitch from the windup. You don't have to go from the stretch. And it's just a completely different ball game when you can get that very first batter of the inning.
Ashby 6'1", 190, center fielder out of Boynton Beach. Played at Park Vista. Again, the 9-hole hitter with a little bit of pop in his bat. 282 so far this season. Couple of RBIs. And the count. It's even at 1-1. Weinberger lines and fires. Has a strike. 1-2.
Excellent pitch right there. Keeping the ball down, keep it away. Even if Ashby hits that, it's not going anywhere. So ahead in the count. Now it's the pitcher's pitch time.
Straight back to the fence.
He may have gotten away with one there. That was a little bit too good of a pitch for a two-strike pitch. I know Cam would want that probably a little bit more on the corner.
A 1-2 to Ashby. Taking all the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the third here in Melbourne. That one a little inside and tight.
Yeah, didn't quite get on top of that curveball, so he needs to make a pitch right here to get this leadoff batter.
Count is full. Payoff on the way from Weinberger. Upstairs. He was out ahead of him and then lost him. Second walk issued by Weinberger. And leadoff man for the 3rd straight inning is aboard for Polk State.
Yeah, that's frustrating for a pitcher and a coach for that matter when you're ahead 1-2 and you lose him to a walk. That's really tough.
And the 9-hole hitter, then you got to deal with Orther next.
Exactly.
Guy with a home run and 3 RBIs. Big double in the first to lead off the game. They check on Ashby. Zarello, first baseman for the Titans, keeping them close. Orther reached 3rd in that first inning, but was left stranded there when Sinkfield struck out. Runner going, throw in time, and he's gone. The tag was laid down by Sanjuro, so Cabrera throws him out, and the bases are empty.
Nice strike at the knees from Cam, and an excellent throw by Cabrera. Set his feet, made a perfect throw for the first out at second base.
Orther now with the bases empty. The 0-1. Drilled, but foul.
And that's huge for the pitcher when a catcher can step up and throw a runner out and kind of bail you out from a runner or a batter that you just walked. So get you back where you should be. Now you've got 1 out, nobody on. He can pitch from the windup. That's huge. And now he's 0-2. So want to be careful though. Facing the leading hitter for the Polk Eagles.
He's going to chase that one. Fouled back. 0-2 on Orther. Weinberger has him where he wants him.
Our defense, outfield seems to be playing straight up. Kevin Silva, he can really go get it in center field. He's one of the best defensive center fielders I've seen in a few years. He can really cover alley to alley. So
upstairs, ball 1. And Cabrera will have a chat with Weinberger here. Don't want to lose Orther. Remember, he was ahead of Ashby and then ended up walking him.
Exactly. I think he just went out there to settle him down, remind him, get on top of that curveball. He's leaving his arm back a little bit instead of extending out in front. Just kind of a little reminder. Certainly don't want to lose him. Want to make him earn it if he's going to get on base.
Orther swings and sends it foul, but got a good piece of that one.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be getting fooled. He's getting the barrel of the bat on the ball every time. So Cam's going to need to bring his best pitch to get him out, I believe.
Orther, 6-foot sophomore.
I'd look for a curveball probably just off the plate.
Fouled off to the right side.
They went the other way. That looked like a pretty good fastball just off the plate, but so far off the plate he couldn't hit anything but a foul ball. So that's a good 1-2 pitch from Weinberger. Now,
Got to do it again, though.
exactly. Got to keep him guessing. Kind of had him reaching so you can go out or bring it in on his hands. Looks like he's going to go outside on him.
Upstairs. 2-2. You've seen that he can punish you if you put it right down the middle. Weinberger. Upstairs, ball 3. Oh, tough layoff there.
Yeah, that was a good take.
Some of those are the ones your eyes get as big as saucers. Sometimes you think you can hit it, and then it's by you before you think about it.
Exactly.
Comes in, and it's sent deep to left. To the wall is Castillo. Off the wall, Castillo throws it in, and it's back-to-back doubles here for Cody Orther in the first and third innings. Boy, just a foot short maybe of a home run.
Yes, it was. Looking at the flag over there, it's completely limp. So luckily the wind wasn't blowing out to left, or they'd have had a home run. Orther did a great job of fighting off those 3-2 pitches and finally got one he liked and drove it over Castillo's head and left.
Runner in scoring position, 1 out. Good start for Orther and the Eagles. Brings up Nico Limoncelli for the second time. Walked and was erased on a double play back in the first. Throw back to Orther. Orther does have 7 stolen bases to lead the team. He's going to be brave enough to take third on a left-handed or on a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, that'd be tough with a left-handed batter up because the catcher doesn't have anything impeding his throw. So I would be surprised if he ran straight steal. But
well, I'll just give it to him instead. Rounds third just to make it interesting. And now in a spot of bother. Weinberger and the Titans with Orther potentially the second run at third base with just 1 out.
looks like Coach Tam is bringing the defense in. They're in at the corners, playing halfway up the middle, try to keep this second run at third base.
Strike one, excuse me.
Excellent pitch by Cam. That had some pop on that one. We don't have the radar gun, but I'm going to guess that was probably 90, 92, 93 on that one. Now he's brought the middle of the infield in, so they're in, going to try to cut off this potentially second run for the Eagles.
Strike two.
Excellent curveball right there. Now he can throw anything he wants. A tendency the last couple of hitters, he's left it up high. Just finish his follow through and keep that ball down.
A runner at third and 2 out. Whole different story than runner at third and 1. Gets away. And he'll be retired for that second out. Good throw by Cabrera to check the runner. So, strikeout. Second for Weinberger.
This was an excellent block by Luis Cabrera, the catcher. He had the sense to check the runner at third, set his feet, and make a nice throw to first base. Jacob Zarello. Jacob's fighting a tough son over there at first base as well.
Strike one. And Zach Scott steps in. Getting into the double play in the first inning, the right fielder.
Zach is their only returning position player from last year, and Coach tells me he's committed to Florida Southern for next year.
So right down the road. As Arthur 90 feet away. Step out time.
Zach's trying to break Cam's rhythm a little bit, a little gamesmanship.
Pitchers hate that.
They do. They get in a rhythm. They want to catch the ball and throw it.
Throw back to third to Arthur, keeping him honest. Cabrera's already thrown one base runner out. 1-1. Scott take a strike.
Another nice curveball from Weinberger. The good thing about that pitch is down, and there's little you can do with it as a hitter.
What a crouch here from Scott on his batting stance. Like a spring, but could not get anything there as he strikes out. So now 3 strikeouts for Cam Weinberger. There was a hit and a runner left on base, but it stays 1-0 in favor of the Eagles.
Yeah, he does crouch down, Scott. He's got a little bit of that Jeff Bagwell stance from years ago with the Astros, and luckily Cam was able to get it by him and keep that second run off the board and hold him to a 1-0 lead.
They call that the Tigger stance, right? You're ready to just spring out of it.
Exactly.
Oh, beautiful afternoon. Some of the softballers who we saw Tuesday here on WEFS are taking in the contest after their practice across the way. Got to see the facility for the first time from the inside. Boy, a beautiful park.
They've done a great job. I know Dr. Ritchie and Jeff Carr, Ryan Keel, the whole athletic department, they've done a great job of adding to the facilities here. It is a beautiful ballpark over there, and I think it's neat that they're so close together where both teams can support each other.
Yeah, walk after practice.
Absolutely. And I've been impressed by the crowds that the Titan baseball team has received so far at their home games. A little bit lighter tonight than usual, maybe because it's on TV and they don't have to come to the game, but the other home games, they've drawn really well so far this year.
As you can see from our camera shots, very beautiful evening shaping up here in Melbourne. And what is really a first-class facility in Bruce Bochy Field. Across the way to the King Center. And then the beautiful softball complex that we wanted to have TV games in last year, but some issues, I think, getting that press box ready for television, we couldn't do it.
Right. And now it's ready to go.
Yeah, it's a gem. Facilities are second to none. Jeff Tam wants to see his Titans get something going with the bats here this inning, though. Bottom of the third.
Yeah, it looks like the shadow too is kind of like you see out in L.A. at a Dodger game where it's just about to cross home plate. So, pitcher still got the advantage for about another half inning or so, and then the lights will come into effect and shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, the dark to light, that fools the eyes, doesn't it?
It really does, especially on change of speed pitches. It's really hard to decide if it's a fastball or a changeup.
Luis Cabrera, his first at-bat, the 9-hole hitter. Had an impact on this game, throwing out a runner. Might have saved a run in that last inning.
Yeah, Cabrera's done an excellent job behind the plate. Coach Tam's played 3 different catchers this year. He's had Dylan Owens, Jacob Zarello, and Luis Cabrera, and they've all done an excellent job behind the plate. Cabrera has been hot, even though he's had limited playing time, but he's hitting at a 444 clip right now, so he's doing well at the 9-hole.
2 for 2 with 2 runs scored against Lake Sumter last Sunday. 6'2", 215 out of Kissimmee.
You can tell he's built like a catcher. Got the big, strong legs and
tank,
good arm, and swings the bat well. Got some power.
Freelick upstairs. One and 2. Titans chasing a 1-0 game. Just 2 hits, both back in the first inning. come inside and strikes him out swinging right on that corner. Or looking, excuse me.
Yeah, that was a pitcher's pitch there, but the old saying goes, you have 2 strikes on you, you got to swing at anything close. That was a tough one, though. That kind of buckled his knees a little bit. Just caught the inside corner.
It's a confidence builder for any pitcher, too, when you buckle the knees.
Certainly is. That's a tough pitch to get it in there without hitting the batter.
Dylan Espinal will call time for his second at-bat. Walked in the first inning, then erased on a double play. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. That was the first strikeout for Frelick. Against 2 walks. Pitching from the stretch. Base is empty inside. Our home plate umpire is Gary Benton. Rob Healy out in the field.
That pitch looked like it almost hit Dylan there. He turned. It almost, I thought I saw the jersey move a little bit, but I guess not.
High.
Teammates probably giving him a hard time. If you're going to get hit by a curveball.
Yep. He come again the second time around in the order here for both teams. You've also seen not just the pitcher, but you've seen how the umpire is going to call it, whether you're the hitter or the pitcher too. You have an idea what you're going to have to go at. And there's a third walk issued by Frelick. Second one taken by Espinal. He's aboard for the second time. So 0 for 0. Not an official at-bat as of yet. And Kevin Silva will come up for his second. And we'll try to stay out of the double play this time.
Yeah, Kevin's an excellent hitter. He's also a really good bunter, so I wouldn't be surprised if he laid one down. Third baseman playing just behind the bag, kind of catch him by surprise right here.
Like Cabrera out of Kissimmee. Last 2 games he's had 3 hits.
Yeah, he's really come on. He's hit in the leadoff spot. He's hitting the 9-hole, and now the last 3 or 4 games, Coach Tam's moved him up to the 2-hole. And I think he's found his home right there. He's seen a lot of good pitches. He's really putting some quality swings on the ball, and he's done an excellent job in the 2-hole spot.
I'm going to take the first pitch here from Frelick, who is, with good reason, concerned with the runner Espinal on first. He does lead the Titans in stolen bases with 8.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me maybe if Coach Tam maybe tried to get Espinal to second here with a steal. If Kevin gets that inside pitch, there's a lot of room on the first base side.
He's going. Catcher Osborne throws to first, not in time. In there safe with his 9th stolen base of the season is Dylan Espinal, and the Titans are in business with 1 out.
Yeah, Dylan got an excellent jump, and Kevin Silva, the batter, did a great job of protecting the runner as well as he swung right through the pitch and let him get to second base. Now a base hit, and we've got a tie game.
We're about to go through the heart of the order here, so this can be a good time. Espinal with the lead at second. And swinging at that one was Silva. Count evens at a ball and a strike.
Again, this is another one of those situational hitting scenarios that Coach Tam's talking about. Kevin, if he can't drive the run, he needs to try to at least get Dylan to third base. So even if you get to third base with 2 outs, anything can happen. Wild pitch, pass ball, anything can happen. He's got to do everything in his power to get him to third with this at bat. Now that he has 2 strikes on him, it kind of takes away the bunt option. He's going to be looking to drive one here.
Chops it foul instead. Stays 1-2 on Kevin Silva. Espinal at second. Thanks to the walk and the stolen base. On deck is Christian Sanjurjo, who singled in the first inning. Frelick checks the runner, comes to the plate, side a ball.
That's a good take. You know, Kevin's got that leadoff mentality. He's got an excellent eye at the plate, so he's not going to swing at too many bad pitches.
Espinal, you gonna, or your coach Tammy, you're gonna take the bat out of Silva's hands and try to steal here. Nope, the throw, the pick-off attempt, back in there safely.
Yeah, that's a good idea by the Eagles. He was getting a little bit of a big lead
out,
out there, and they want to keep him close, so if there is a hit to the outfield, they've got a chance to throw him out at the plate. Just let him know they're thinking about him.
Frelick sets, checks, fires, and knocked into left center. That should score the run. And we've got a 1-1 ball game. So Kevin Silva with a 1-out single to score Espinal. First run of the game for the Titans.
This is exactly what Kevin's been doing the last 3 or 4 games. He's taking the pitch and he's hitting it right where it's pitched. That was on the outer third of the plate, and he just drove it right over the shortstop's head. A very nice piece of hitting, and adds another RBI to his stats.
His 4th of the season by my count. Now here's Christian Sanjurjo, the shortstop. Quick throw back to Silva. Does have 4 stolen bases himself.
Yeah, he's got some speed. I would look for him to run at some point during this at bat to get another runner in scoring position right off the bat with Sanjurjo and Morejo coming up after him.
Got a tie game in the bottom of the 3rd. He runs, but also the step out at the same time, and we'll have to return.
Don't see that too often.
What are you doing, man?
It's unfortunate because Kevin had an excellent jump.
Yeah. The plate, Frelick actually will throw back to first instead. Just again, as you said, keep Silva in mind. Thinking about it.
And the Eagle outfielders are kind of shaded towards left center a little bit, and the way Frelick's been throwing those curveballs, this would be a good opportunity for Sanjurjo to take a curveball and drive it to right center.
Yeah.
A lot of room out there.
Just wait on it a little bit. Preaching patience, I'm sure, Jeff Tam. 1 away. Run already in. Runner at first is Silva. The hitter is Sanjurjo. Throw back to check Silva. Arthur keeps it tight. Good look there from third base.
Yeah, Silva got back in plenty of time. He didn't even have to dive back, so that tells me he can get at least another step.
Goes to the plate. Big swing and a miss from Sanjurjo. Singled back in the first inning. Throw back again, a little tighter that time. If you're the base runner, the more you're making that pitcher pay attention to you, the better it is for the batter.
Absolutely. They tend to lose their concentration, and they're more likely to make a mistake to the hitter, and you never know. Sanjurjo could take one out of here.
Sanjurjo will chop it. Picked up by the catcher Osborne. He'll throw on to first, off the bag, but got back in time. And there's 2 away, but the runner Silva moves to second on the play.
Just got it right off to the end of the bat, and Catcher came out and made a little bit of an errant throw, but a nice play by Arthur at first base to catch the ball and then get back on the bag to beat the runner. Now 2 outs, runner at second. Time for Elion to step up and deliver for the Titans right here.
Morejo, the cleanup hitter, and a single back in the first. Batting .317, the leading RBI and run man on this Titans team so far this year. Takes upstairs a ball. Runner in scoring position in the form of Kevin Silva. Morejo, .337 last year in his freshman season. 4 home runs and 14 doubles. So a penchant for some power. And we'll be ahead in the count 2-0. Boy, it's a good spot to be.
Oh, this is a great spot. You know he's going to be looking dead red, looking for that fastball. It's his favorite spot right here. Wouldn't fool around with a curveball unless he hangs it and you happen to be looking for it. Otherwise, you're just looking for a good fastball. And it looks like the coach is going to come out here and remind him of what to throw and where to throw it.
Let this be a reminder to you, the situation. There are 2 outs and a 2-0 count on the leading RBI man for the Titans, in the form of Morejo.
This is one of those scenarios where the coach may say, we're going to intentionally walk him, unintentionally. Go ahead and pitch to him, but be careful and let him have first base and take your chances with Ramos.
Ain't nothing but a thing to Jeff Tam. Now in his 6th season. And he began as a pitching coach under Ernie Rosso. Played at O'Galley in Florida State. 6 seasons in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, he's had quite the career, both locally and professionally, and he's come back to Eastern Florida and done a great job and really has a good, solid baseball program here.
No nonsense. .30, like you said.
Yeah, I think the coach just said, let's be careful with him. Let's take our chances with the next hitter. Although Ramos swings the bat well, but Marrero, he's hitting cleanup for a reason.
Morejo, bat up just in case. Takes a strike.
Okay.
So much for that.
Yeah.
Called his bluff.
I sure did. Coach Tam didn't give him the green light, and I don't blame him. Make him throw it in there. Now you can look for something to drive.
3-1. Silva at second. Fouls it off, and the count runs full. On deck is Andres Ramos. Frelick sets. Payoff pitch on the way. Weakly grounded to third. Sinkfield throws it on to first, gloved by Arthur, and that's the inning. But a run comes in on a hit, and there is a runner left, and it's now 1-1.
Morejo got jammed a little bit. Trent Sinkfield came in, charged the ball, set his feet, made a really nice throw to first base for the 3rd out. But now we have a game. It's all tied up 1-1. Cam Weinberger can come out and relax a little bit, catch his breath, knowing that we've got a new game on our hands right here.
Now sun setting on this Thursday here on the Space Coast, and we're a third the way through. Good night.
Okay.
Come on out, still time. A lot of baseball left to be played if you're nearby. You can always just record this, go back and watch it later.
We've had some incredible baseball weather here this past week or so. It feels more like May and June than mid-February, so it's been incredible, the weather we've had here in Melbourne, Florida.
to go into the top of the fourth. And sun setting to the west. And like you said, a new ball game, all level at 1. So a run in the second for Polk State, a run in the third for Eastern Florida.
I'll do it 2.5.
We're not, so far, not a replication of the 11-10 affair in the second game of the season.
You're right.
Thankfully.
Pitchers have been throwing strikes and the fielders have been making plays. And right now it's a pitcher's duel, and hopefully Cam can keep this leadoff batter at bay.
Weinberger starting his 4th inning of work. And starts it off with a strike to Trent Sinkfield, who made that throw to end the last inning.
That was a nice fastball with some pop on the outside corner there. Had a little bit of late movement. Tough pitch.
Sinkfield, the freshman out of Sarasota Riverview.
Now Cam's ahead in the count 0-2, and he can throw a pitcher's pitch right here, and hopefully he'll chase.
The 0-2. Oh. Able to survive that 1-2. Sinkfield, strikeout victim back in the first inning. Foul that one back, stay alive. Ooh, trying to throw the deuce, wouldn't spin down on him. And Weinberger, freshman righty out of Boca Raton. 6th appearance tonight, but his first start. Can't get the hook to drop either there.
Yeah, he's just missing a little bit.
What can he do to have it fall a little further?
Yeah, I think again
Mechanics.
it's all about extension. I think he's just not quite getting his arm fully extended on the curveball, and unfortunately that gives the Polk hitters a little bit of advantage because they know he's struggling with the curveball, so they're tending to lay off of it. But when you've got a fastball like that, it's nice to come back with a little fastball outside corner at the knees.
Especially after a couple of off-speed pitches. As Sinkfield, strikeout victim for the 2nd time and 3rd K of the night for Mr. Weinberger. And there's 1 away. So it's first time he's got the first hitter out. Taking the 4th inning. So settling in now is Cam Weinberger. The pitch to Danny Berg, who doubled and scored back in the 2nd.
It's just so critical to get that leadoff hitter each inning, and it limits what the offense can do when you have 1 out, nobody on.
Inside. Ballish. Got 2 balls, no strikes. It's got to come in. Berg cranked him the last time. Gets one on the outside corner.
It's on 3 straight fastballs right here, so maybe he's just going to challenge him. Say, hit my best stuff.
5'9", 170-pound Berg. Got a piece of that one. Base is empty for Saskatchewan native. Two. Outside, runs full. That's one thing that's been consistent about Weinberger is he's gotten deep into counts, and think about that when you get to innings 5 and 6, 7.
That's true. That will definitely decrease the number of innings he'll be able to throw because his pitch count is getting up there in the game.
And not typically a starter, at least not this season.
Right.
Nobody in the Titans bullpen at the moment. Left-handed hitting Berg. Knocks it out of the park, left side, foul.
Good pitch. Looked like he took a little bit something off that pitch, but he kept it down so he won't get hurt with it.
Step it out. Time called. Got away, ball 4. Berg gets aboard. So still 1 away. Sam Korshak, the shortstop. Haines City product, singled in the 2nd inning and was erased on a double play. So in a position to give the Titans another one here, maybe. Second base is open. Throw back to check on Berg. He's in there safe.
Cam's looking to keep it down right here, hoping for the double play again.
Again, keeping his eye on Berg. Berg with 2 stolen bases this season thus far. Takes a strike.
Nice pitch right there. Fastball outside corner at the knees. Excellent pitch.
Left-handed hitting Korshak. Second base still open, and he'll lift it to center, settling under. Should be no problem for Kevin Silva. He's got it. Berg will have to retreat back to first. And there are 2 out.
That's a big out right there. Getting that second out, keeping the runner at first base, especially after Korshak had a nice hit his first at bat to left center. So that's a big out.
Brings up Mitch Osborne with 2 away. Osborne hitting to the conventional 3-1 double play in the 2nd inning. Throw back to first to catch Berg. Boy, that was tight.
Oh, that was close. Nice throw by Cabrera. Nice tag by Zarello.
A base runner, you've already seen Cabrera throw out 1.
I might look for Berg to take off here with 2 outs, try to get in scoring position.
Out away, he'll go. Cabrera, throw is on, but that dropped ball enough to let Berg get there.
Yeah, just enough time to let him get into second.
Good throw.
Yeah, excellent throw. Ball just got away from Cabrera just long enough for Berg to slide safely into second base. That puts a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Osborne, 7 RBIs so far this season. Opportunity for an 8th here. Berg on second. And now we'll chat it up, Cabrera and Weinberger. Make sure the signals aren't getting crossed.
This is the 4th inning in a row, too, that the Eagles have had a runner on second base, which puts that extra pressure on the pitcher and the defense.
And right now, without the benefit of a hit in this inning. It's Osborne, another one of those 4 Canadians on the roster. He's from Ontario. Freshman catcher could make a mark here. Head in the count 2-0. Bottom drops out of the strike zone. So 3-0. Let's see if he's taking all the way. Weinberger waits, then fires. Outside corner strike.
Nice pitch.
Runner on second is Danny Berg. Two away, top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Strike three to end the inning. Fourth strikeout for Cam Weinberger, second of the inning. And no runs, no hits, no errors.
Yeah, you could see the focus on Cam's face, and he went up the ladder on that one and got him with a high fastball. Nice pitch by Cam Weinberger.
I'll raise the adrenaline levels. Third batter left on base on the night for the Eagles. And we'll go to the bottom half of the fourth. 1-1 the score. So due up for the Titans will be Morejo, Ramos, and Castillo.
Yeah,
Or
like
am I right? Or is it Ramos, Castillo, and Corneal?
Right, Ramos, Castillo,
Yep.
Corneal, right. Like you said earlier, it's complete opposite of the first game. This is a pitcher's duel versus the 11-10 slugfest back in January. So this is the way Coach Tam likes it. He likes those pitcher's duels, and
Former pitcher would like that, yeah.
going to count on his Titans to come through in a close one.
A lot of people enjoying the evening. A lot of the softball team enjoying dinner out here. Hello, ladies.
Even some still over there practicing a
Yep.
little bit.
Hey, that's the path to perfection.
Exactly. Can't ever get enough reps in.
Ramos will start things off. This will be the fourth inning of work for Jared Freelick. He's allowed 3 hits so far. Each team has left 3 on base.
Yeah, for a big guy, Freelick's done an excellent job of keeping the ball down. Even when he's missed, it's been, knee high, and it's really hard to do anything with those kind of pitches. So he's done an excellent job of keeping it down, and hopefully we can look for some of those mistakes, belt high or a little above that, and start driving the ball in the gap a little bit.
So Ramos flied out to right field. First at bat back in the first inning. That ended the first. Almost 6'2" sophomore third baseman out of Puerto Rico. Had 1 hit and 5 of the last 6. Ramos, and he will start behind the count here. Freelick. Ramos swings and pops it up deep on his horse is Scott. He's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. So 2 at-bats for Ramos and 2 fly-outs to right field.
Yeah, that shows you the kind of power he has to drive the ball that far to the opposite
On a
field.
pop, yeah.
He's a strong young man.
Get that one to sit. Paul Castillo up next. Walked and taken out in a double play. That was in the second inning. takes a strike. Sophomore out of Miami.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I think he's the only switch hitter on the team, and he's got a real comfortable looking stance from both sides of the plate. I've seen him drive the ball from both the right side and the left side, so it's nice to have those switch hitters in the lineup.
No balls, 2 strikes. Castillo, again, a sophomore, a returnee, hit 280 last year. One upstairs. 1-2. And now some action in the Titans bullpen. Chopped, a high chopper, and it died. And making it in there safely was Castillo. They were waiting on it. Couldn't charge it because of how high it hopped.
Yeah, that was one of those do or die plays, and unfortunately for the Eagles, all three, the pitcher, first baseman, the second baseman, all went for the ball, and nobody was covering first. So it's one of those seeing eye hits, if you will, right off the end of the bat, and it looks like a line drive in the paper. So he'll take it.
Castillo's aboard. Jason Corneal up for the second time. Double play victim in the second. Couple of Titans now in the bullpen. So if we see a pitching change next inning, we'll find out. So Corneal, 6'3", 205. And up the middle, gets through. So a base hit for Corneal. Runner stays at second, and Castillo. And the Titans are in business here in the fourth with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting by Corneal. He took that curveball, didn't try to pull it, just took it right back from where it came from, right up the middle, and found the hole. Titans are in business with 2 on and 1 out.
That brings up Jacob Zorello. Grounded out to shortstop last time up. Zorello was at UNF for a bit, but guy's a winner. Won a 3A state championship with Westminster Christian in 2015. Can never have enough of those guys in the program, guys that win a lot of games and win trophies.
They know how to win. There's certainly a big difference for sure. It's a nice plus having a teammate like that. I look for Frelick's been throwing that curveball a lot. If he throws one down and in to Zorello, I think he can put a good swing on it. Lefties like those curveballs down and in.
Takes that one a ball, 1-1. Zorello has had 10 walks in the last 8 games, so patient hitter of sorts. He's batting .217. Luis Cabrera on deck. Boy, if you can get a hit here and turn that order over, you be in some business.
That would be huge for the Titans.
Hits are contagious. Lead from Corneal at first. They go to second. It's thrown into the outfield. There'll be an error. Going to try to get him at second. Safe. Everybody safe. Everybody advanced. And Corneal in at second. Castillo at third. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like Frelick didn't get turned all the way around. His arm drug a little bit, and that's consequently he missed the second baseman and threw it in center field. But this,
boy, nearly got him at second.
This changes the hitting perspective for Zorello. Now you got a runner on third, 1 out. You just want to drive something to the outfield, even if it's a fly ball. Get that sac fly, RBI. Try to lift it in the air right here if you can. Nice curveball from Fralick there.
1-2. Zarello with the Ducks on the pond.
This is where Jacob needs to choke up a little bit and just shorten his stroke up, put it in play. Anything in play, and you've got a good chance of scoring a run right here.
Fralick one away. Runners at second and third. Upstairs, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jacob Zarello. That's 4 RBIs. Tag a couple of more here with a good piece of hitting.
Yeah, it looks like the Eagles are playing the middle of the infield back, and they got the corners in. So anything up the middle is going to score a run.
Upstairs, count runs full, 3-2.
Good eye. There's an example of the type of eye Jacob has at the plate. You know, for a big power hitter to have 10 walks already, that's huge, and he's got a good eye.
Titans first baseman. They have a say here in this inning. Takes ball 4, his 11th walk of the season, and it loads the bases for Luis Cabrera. So Cabrera struck out looking in the third. I have a feeling he'll be a little more aggressive in this spot.
I would think so, and again, he needs to come in there with the same philosophy, and 1 out, you want to try to lift something to the outfield. Ground ball, you run the risk of a double play, so you want to try to get something in the air to get a run in.
Batting .444, good guy to turn it over for you.
Yes, it is.
Castillo at third, Cornel at second, Zarello at first. Cabrera will take a strike.
That's a nice first pitch strike by Fralick. His curveball really seems to be on tonight.
Behind to start this at bat. And we'll swing it straight away center. That should be deep enough to get a run home. Throw comes in from Ashby, and in there safe. Titans have taken the lead 2-1. Sac fly for Luis Cabrera.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Excellent piece of hitting. Excellent piece of hitting by Luis Cabrera. Didn't try to do too much with it. The ball was up. He lifted it in the air and had it deep enough to score Castillo from third base. Now the Titans take the lead.
Cut off by the catcher Osborne. And now we'll have conference on the mound. So third base now empty. Now looks like they're going to be going to the bullpen here. Yep. So forces a pitching change, and Jared Fralick's night is done. So gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. As we've got our first pitching change here, bottom of the 4th.
Gonna be here a while.
Yeah? How you doing, Mikey?
Field Mike's picking up some good conversation. So Danny Berg
All right.
gonna move over.
How are you doing over there, Marcus? Are you getting cold?
Danny Berg, the designated hitter, now a pitcher. Here's how we've gotten to this point in a 2-1 game. Polk struck first in the second. There was the double from Berg, who is now the pitcher, by the way. And the single to knock him home. It was 1-0 as we went into the third. Stolen base by the Titans, Dylan Espinal. And the RBI single for Silva. Tied it at 1. That was in the third inning. now here in the fourth, Castillo got it started with an infield single. Then a bad throw from Frelick. That advanced the runners over. And a sac fly from Luis Cabrera. Given the Titans the lead here in the fourth.
Well, with Berg coming to the mound for the Eagles, that's just another example of the versatility that Coach Corbeil was talking about before the game. And looks like he's a crafty left-hander, so the Titans are going to have to make an adjustment from facing the big 6'7" Frelick to a little bit smaller left-hander who's not going to throw quite as hard, but is going to change speeds, try to hit the corners. Titans are going to have to be patient at the plate.
Berg making his third appearance as a pitcher. No ERA, 0-1 on his record. This pitch just 2 innings, so this may be just a guy to get you to the next one, right? Get you out of the inning.
Could be.
2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He'll take it. So Berg, the designated hitter, coming into pitch.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. You know, some coaches, I know Coach Tam has the philosophy of you're either a pitcher or a position player. He's not big on two-way players. Some coaches have a different philosophy and where they like the two-way player. So to each his own.
Still 2 aboard for Dylan Espinal. Trying to bunt his way on. Throw back to first. Safe. And there's 2 out. Nobody would be expecting bunt there. Espinal, a couple of walks already, and then ended up scoring there in that 3rd inning as we just saw. The RBI single from Silva.
I thought that was a good idea by Espinal, though. You know, kind of you got a new pitcher coming in. Everybody's kind of lost their concentration a little bit. The corners are playing back, laying a bunt down. That was a good idea on his part.
Count evens at 1-on-1 on Espinal. He's had 5 multiple hit games and the 10 played thus far.
Yeah, he's just an excellent leadoff hitter for the Titans. Not only with his batting average, but just his overall on-base percentage. It's just the kind of guy you want to lead off, and he's going to have that 4 or 5 at-bats each game.
Silva on deck. Out of the strike zone again from Berg. He's now behind in the count, 2-1. Trying to put out the fire here in the fourth before the Titans can possibly put up a crooked number on the scoreboard. 2 outs, a run in, takes a strike. 2-2.
Nice changeup there by Berg after the previous pitch. You know, he bumped it up there pretty good, that fastball on the previous pitch, and came back with a changeup, and Espinal was fooled a little bit, I think. So 2 strikes he's got to protect. Anything close right here, he's got to shorten up and put it in play.
O'Neill, big lead at second. Zorello at first. And it's going to be popped up on the infield. Coming on is Korshak. He's got it. Falls on his keister, but that ends the inning. So a pop out from Espinal. And that will retire the side, but 1 run on 2 hits. There was the error, and 2 left on.
Pitch was a little bit down, probably out of the strike zone, but with 2 strikes, Espinal, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to swing at it. Just got under it a little bit and into the inning. But Titans made a good comeback. Now they take the lead 2-1.
Berg did the job, right? Got out of the jam.
Yes, he did. He did a nice job coming in and throwing strikes. And I know that's what Coach Corbeil expected of him.
Go to the top of the 5th now. We're now over halfway. Miles Symington, the left fielder, due to lead off. 9-hole hitter Chase Ashby to follow. Shaping up to be another beautiful night here in Brevard County. After another beautiful day. You were mentioning it's been great baseball weather.
It's been unbelievable weather.
This is why you live in Florida, right?
Exactly.
And give it about a week and it's going to start getting unbearably hot.
Yeah, you feel bad complaining when it's 80, 82 degrees and people up in the northeast are freezing. But
I don't feel bad. Having
is
lived in
kinda
the upper
nice.
Midwest for 9 years, I don't feel bad.
It's kind of nice. I'm glad for the players because the worst
Yeah.
thing you can see is baseball played in cold weather. So baseball's meant to be played in nice, beautiful weather
Yeah.
like we've had.
Especially with aluminum bats, you don't want to have those in cold weather.
Right.
Oof. That's one of the benefits to this Titans program. Come down here and you can play and practice year round. You go up north, not so much. You find some
Exactly.
indoor facilities, I guess.
Right.
Not the same.
And you enjoy the beautiful facilities they have here with a nice hitting cage along the right field line and just great facilities, as you mentioned earlier. It's going to be interesting to see now how long Coach Tam stays with Cam Weinberger as he's been relieving throughout the year so far. And I'm not sure what his pitch count is right now, but being a starter, obviously a little bit different than coming in relieving for an inning or two. So, but he seems to be gaining some confidence the last couple innings. So hopefully we'll continue that through the 5th inning here.
That's left fielder Miles Symington for his second at bat, and takes upstairs a ball. Flied out to left field in the 2nd inning. Symington out of Bloomington, Illinois. 5'8", 200. The lefty swings it and hits it straight back. Symington batting .212 coming in. 4 extra base hits. 4 RBIs. Take. 2 balls and a strike.
Even though Symington's the 8-hole hitter, he's got to approach this inning like he's the leadoff hitter, because he is for this particular inning. So you got to come in there with a different mindset. And Cam's got out dueling.
Get a couple on base. Arthur can do some damage at the top of the order.
Exactly. That was an excellent pitch by Weinberger right on the outside corner there.
A 1-2 to Symington. In the dirt.
It's another 3-2 count for Weinberger, so I got to believe his pitch count's getting up there, even though we're only in the 5th inning right now.
Pitcher up in the bullpen for Coach Tam. Swings at the 3rd. Ramos over to 1st. Good throw and an out. Sorello gloves it. And 1 away here, top of the 5th.
Nice play by Andres Ramos here, staying down on the ball, make sure he's got a good grip, set his feet, and made an excellent throw to get out the speedy Symington for the first out of the top of the 5th.
It's Eric Vargas, the Titan that's warming up. The big lefty. Starts Chase Ashby out with a strike, does Weinberger. Ashby walked and then was caught stealing by Luis Cabrera. That was in the 3rd inning. Count even at a ball and a strike. Cody Arthur. Double man on deck.
On deck.
Wonder if he plays basketball. See a good rebounder.
That might be a good time to
Make the switch.
make the switch, even though it would be lefty versus righty, but something to think about. You can see Cam's locked in, though. You can see his good positive body language the last couple innings. He's really focused, and mechanics look excellent. Just needs to get on top of the curveball a little bit.
And Ashby, not your typical 9-hole hitter. He'll pop that one up on the infield. Calling everybody off is Sanjurjo. And makes the grab. 2 away.
Hey, we got two.
F6. And now here's Cordy Arthur with the bases empty, thankfully.
Yeah, that'll probably change Coach Tam's philosophy now that there's 2 outs. Can go ahead and have Cam go after him and try to make some quality pitches.
Doubles in the first and the third.
Nice
Short of
pitch.
his swing. Got him on that one. 0-1.
Nice pitch. Yeah, it looks like Rollins is getting him a good player. Cody's committed to go to Rollins College next year to play for the Tars. So they're getting a good, versatile player over in Winter Park.
We'll chop this left side. Foul ball. As Ramos was going to have to really turn his body around to get that one there, if that was fair.
Yeah, Cam's in the ideal spot now, 0-2. He can pick his pitch. Doesn't have to give in.
Cam the throw. Again, maybe a two-strike hitter, Cody Orther. Sends it the way of Jeff Tam. Doesn't flinch at all. Weinberger. And this time a hot shot back to Ramos. Strong throw. Boy, and a collision at first. Runner is safe. More of a concern is Orther, who is down at first base. That did not look pretty.
No, that was a scary play, and unfortunately the ball just got away from Ramos on the throw and sailed on him a little bit. And
no worse for wear.
Jacob Zarello, the first baseman, tried to come up the line and make the play, but he was also had the runner there, and luckily for the helmet, could have been a lot worse. Looks like Cody's going to be okay.
But Jacob too.
Yeah, Jacob could have
Dusted up
twisted
a
a
bit.
knee or something there, kind of going. It's kind of an awkward.
You saw the flinch. You saw the freight train coming down that line.
Yeah, here's another angle from our great cameramen and women. One down the line, and
Oh, great look.
yeah, they just got him with the knee there, foot on the knee, and that's not a lot of meat on those knees, and can be a little sensitive. And it just happened so fast that just a bang bang play, but hopefully Jacob, he's running it off a little bit. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, rub a little dirt in it.
It looked like it clocked him right in the head.
A little wry smile from Jacob. Looks like he'll be okay. The two bump fists, and hey, that's baseball, right?
Yeah, that's good sportsmanship though by both
Sarah laughed.
Cody and Jacob, and you know.
It's like, what was that with the knee?
He thought he was going to make a sliding catch like an outfielder. So
No,
that's a tough play, though, for a first baseman to come off the base like that, knowing you've got a runner, you know, barreling down on you to make the play, and you're going to try to make a swipe tag. It's just a bang-bang play, and unfortunately the throw was just too wide to make that happen.
Orther reaches the inning, and for the fifth time denies the Titans a 1-2-3 inning. Reaches on the error. So on base for the third time. Takes a big lead. And Orther, 7 stolen bases. This will be a tough play coming back. And nicely done. Espinal to Zarello to end the inning. No runs, no hits. There was the error, and the runner left. And as we go to the bottom half of the fifth, it is 2-1 Titans.
Yeah, this is an excellent play by the second baseman, Dylan Espinal. He really moves his feet, gets over there in time, and just makes a throw on the run, which is very hard to do. A right-hander going to his left to make an accurate throw to Jacob Zarello for the third out. Excellent play, Titans.
So if that was the last pitch for Weinberger, he leaves in position to get the win. See what happens in the sixth. But Titans up to bat here to maybe add some, pad those runs. As we go to the bottom half of the sixth, or fifth rather.
Yeah, I'm sure Cam and Coach Tam are probably having a conversation down there. It's one of those that Cam wants to stay in, and Coach probably telling him it's time to go. And because you can see Cam just getting more and more confident each inning and throwing the ball really well tonight, as he has all year.
Silva, Sanjurjo, and Morejo come up as we look back at that last out.
Jacob thought he was going to make the play at first, but then he had the width about him to get back and cover first, because I don't think Cam would have been able to get over there in time. So that was a heads-up play by Jacob Zarello as well to get back and cover first.
Yep. It was a tough throw to the first baseman. You're running away from it.
It really is.
To be able to throw it back against your body and get it accurate.
That's one of the toughest things. It's like a right-handed quarterback rolling out to the left on a pass play. It's really tough to square your shoulders and make an accurate throw.
Did an excellent job. So Kevin Silva will have his third at-bat. He's 1 for 2, hit it into a double play in the first inning. RBI single in the third. So in the game, 297. Another hit could get him over the 300 mark.
Yeah, he's been one of the hottest hitters for the Titans these last 3 or 4 games, and you can tell he's seeing the ball real well. I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get a bunt down towards the second baseman, since the left-hander's throwing off. Will fall off to the left side. That would be impossible as deep as that second baseman's playing. He could almost walk to first.
It's Danny Berg for a second inning of work here. Bullpen empty for the Eagles. So they're going to stay with him at least for the time being. Get Silva swinging there, 1-1.
Yeah, nice little off-speed pitch there. Kind of got Kevin out on his front foot.
Chop to first. Settles. Going to be really tight. And just got him. So Arthur and Berg did what was needed.
Just got it off the end of the bat a little bit. Silva did an excellent job hustling down the line, made it real close, but they did get him by half a step. Excellent call by the first base umpire, Rob Healy.
That brings up Christian Sanjurjo, sophomore of the Titans. Sees ball 1. Also 1 of 2 so far, singled in the first inning. Grounded out to the catcher in the third. So 1-0 from Danny Berg. 2-0, so Sanjurjo ahead in the count.
Berg's a little deceptive, you know. He's throwing a lot of off-speed stuff, but then he can pump it up there a little faster than you think he can. So can't always look off speed.
And Sanjurjo will have himself a base hit. Second of the night for Christian. And with 1 away, the Titans have 1 aboard.
That was a nice piece of hitting by Sanjurjo. He stayed back on the ball and really barreled it up and got it just past the shortstop.
6th hit of the night for the Titans. And that brings up Elian Morejo, Titans designated hitter. Also 1 for 2, singled in the first. Left on base. And a ground out to third in the third. Morejo waits on that one, it's outside.
It's going to be a little bit more of a challenge now for the Titans when you're on first base, because you're facing a left-hander. You don't know what kind of move he has. Those lefties can be awful tricky, so they can't get quite as big a lead, can't be quite as aggressive with that lefty on the mound.
Sanjurjo does have 1 stolen base. Tipped back.
I think Morejo was trying to hit that out in the middle of the pond on that one. He took a healthy cut and just came up empty, but didn't miss it by much.
on Elon Morejo. Another cut, swings through it.
Yeah, nice changeup by Berg. That was really just kind of dropped off the table. Nice changeup. You could see Morejo pull his head a little bit instead of keeping it down on the ball and trying to drive it the other way.
Needs to be a two-strike hitter. Here is Berg. Goes low, get a piece of it. Throw airmailed into right field. And sliding in safely to third is Sanjurjo. Safe at first is Morejo. So runners on the corners and one out after the error.
Yeah, this is just one of those plays where Trent Sinkfield made the hard part. He got the ground ball, but then forgot to set his feet, and the ball just sailed on him and he threw it into right field. So Titans have runners at the corners now with one out.
Errors in back-to-back innings now for the Eagles. The last one was costly. Led to that RBI sac fly by Luis Cabrera after the bases were loaded.
Morejo's got to be careful, though, if he's thinking about stealing. He's got to make sure that Berg goes to the plate and don't get picked off. You don't want to make that second out right here in this situation.
And it gets away. Coming in to score are the Titans, and Sanjurjo makes it 3-1. Morejo advances to second on the play. So coming apart a bit here at Polk State.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier in the game. If you can just get runners at third base, you just never know what's going to happen. Whether it's a wild pitch, pass ball, fly ball to the outfield. Good things happen when you get runners on third base.
Still the runner in scoring position, though, for Ramos. And cranks it to the gap in right center, and it's going to go to the wall. This will score another. It's going to be 4-1 Titans at a minimum. Stretching for third is Ramos. Slides in safe. 4-1 ball game. A triple for Ramos.
Excellent piece of hitting there by Ramos. He didn't try to do too much with it. The ball was on the outer third. He stayed right on it and drove it to the gap in right center. Take a look at it right here. Ball's outside. He stays right on it, head right on the ball. Drove it over the right fielder's head. And he had good enough speed to turn it into a triple.
All this damage happening with one out. And still in a tough spot here with the runner on third. And Paul Castillo at the plate. Had the infield single in the fourth. Eventually came around to score. That was the Titans' go-ahead run. Danny Berg has been touched a bit here in this fifth. Get inside, blocked nicely by Osborne. Well, these catchers have earned their money tonight, right?
They certainly have. That was a great example by Mitch Osborne of moving your feet and sliding over in front of the ball to prevent that run from getting in. Looks like the Eagles are warming up in the bullpen again. Got another lefty down there warming up.
Castillo's been aboard twice. Can he make it thrice here? Calls time. Castillo's been hot, 5 for 7 in the last 2 games. So now 7 of 9. That'll raise your average. Swings through that one. Ball, 2 strikes.
This is his first at bat right-handed tonight as he's faced the righty Freelick earlier in the game from the left side, so he's turning it around to the right side. Let's see what he can do. 2 strikes. Titans are looking for a clutch hit. The Eagles have got the infield in.
And batting .368 in the 6-hole tonight. We'll take that one all the way. Low, ball 2.
That was a good eye right there. That was just below the knee. That was a tough one to take when you have 2 strikes on.
runs in. Still just the one out. Pops up to the right side, chasing to the fence, and Osborne can't get there. Neither does Orther. Stayed in the park, though.
It did. That's kind of one of those no man's land areas there where it's so far for the first baseman to run and the catcher's running with all the equipment on. That would have been a tough play for either one of those players to make. But a great effort nonetheless.
2-2 on Paul Castillo, the left fielder.
Paul just needs to choke up a little bit, 2 strikes, go with that 2-strike approach. Try to put something in play with the infield in.
5th run of the game, 90 feet away. Grounds it foul to the left side. Titans' hottest hitters. Runner at third is Ramos. Got there all by himself with the triple. And drills it left center. Going back. And to the wall. Run comes home to score. Into third. Back-to-back triples for the Titans. So Castillo legs out a triple. As Ramos scores, that went into the darkness. I couldn't tell if that was over the wall, to the wall, or caught.
I'm not sure how that stayed in the ballpark. That ball was driven, and outfielders made an excellent effort on it, but just couldn't come up with the play. And Castillo was hustling all the way for back-to-back triples. You don't see that too often in baseball.
Hey, no mercy, let's go.
5-1. Our microphones pick up no mercy. They're fans of the Cobra Kai. So 3 runs in here, and now we may have the pitching change. Back-to-back triples. 3 runs in. Conference on the mound, and this is not about wedding gifts. Quite certain of that. So we look back at the triple now.
Yeah, Castillo got the pitch he wanted and just drove it.
Oh, right at the base of the fence.
Right at the base of the fence. And fortunately for him and the Titans, he didn't think it was a home run. He was hustling all the way and turned it into a triple. It would have been very easy to start your home run trot at that point.
Yeah, and then
And
with
you're
the
left
egg
standing
on,
on first or second.
So Berg certainly not happy with how that happened. Boy, he was fine in the 4th. He got the big out, and they stayed with him. And now the third man to pitch coming in for the Eagles. Going to be number 29, Evan Johnson, who is also one of those field players and pitchers, the first baseman as well. So you said Coach Corbeil talked about that versatility.
Yeah, it certainly gives him a lot of options. And, you know, it's tough in Danny Berg's situation when you don't have an overpowering fastball. You almost have to be perfect. Hitting corners, changing speeds, and unfortunately he left a few balls up that the Titans got a hold of and drove them to the alleys.
Evan Johnson, who you see there, 0-1 on the season. This will be his 5th appearance. ERA of 7.56. Has started a game. 8 1/3 innings pitched, given up 10 hits, 8 runs, 7 of those earned, 7 walks, 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, another freshman coming in, and I think what these freshmen learn early on in college, when it's so much different than high school. The entire lineup in college can hit versus high school when you're pitching. You know, you face the first 4, maybe 5 batters. Those are your tough outs, and then typically the rest of the lineup's pretty weak, and you can almost take the night off sometimes. But in college, it's not like that. All 9 hitters can swing the bat.
Johnson, the lefty out of Live Oak, Florida. Coming to Polk State by way of Shorter College. Polk State in a crossroads now, down 5-1.
Well, this certainly bodes well for the Titan pitching staff, whether Cam stays in there
Yeah.
or Eric Vargas comes in. They come in with a comfortable lead and relax and just play catch with Luis Cabrera, the catcher. Takes a little bit of pressure off.
Johnson completing the warm-up throws. Got a couple more in.
You know, earlier in the game, you were talking about some of the former players that have been here the last couple of years. I was out here at practice the other day, and Jake Walsh,
Oh,
former standout pitcher here
Yeah.
and at Florida Southern in the St. Louis Cardinals organization. He was out here throwing some live BP and really looked good. And, of course, Jeff Cordy's catching up at Illinois, and Blair Calvo's on the mound at Pitt. So Titan baseball has a lot to be proud of.
and make them better, move them on. So we return to action. Jason Corneal, 1 for 2, hit into a double play and had a single in the 4th. And has a runner at third to drive in here possibly. First pitch from Johnson is a ball. Big inning thus far. Still 1 away.
Infield's in, trying to keep that 6th run off the board, and the old baseball saying you want to try to keep it a 4-run game if possible.
Polk State will head down to Palm Beach State for tomorrow and return home on Saturday for a game against Florida Southern. We'll have 4 straight at home after this little road trip down I-95. And it's 1-2. Jason Corneal.
Nice play there by the catcher, Mitch Osborne. Picking that strike up and keeping that runner at third base.
Corneal drives it through the hole on the right side. Come on down, Paul Castillo. 6-1 Titans. Good piece of hitting for the Titans right fielder. Put it where they weren't.
Yeah, he's done Jason's done a great job in the 7-hole this year, and for most teams he could probably bat in the 3 or 4 hole. I mean, he's just like a lethal weapon having down there in the 7-hole. It can really swing the bat. So that's big, getting that 6th run on the board and making it a 5-run game.
That run going to be charged to Berg. Now it's all on Evan Johnson. Zarello walked last inning. Cranks it, same spot, it's through. On his horse is Corneal. Slides into third and in there. Woo. Closer play than I thought it was going to be, but it's a 1-out single for Zarello. Still 1 away and another running score position here.
Yeah, Jacob squared this ball up nicely, really turned on it. And Corneal did an excellent job running the bases, really hitting second base with the correct foot, making that short turn and getting into third base just under the tag.
Here's Cabrera, the 9-hole hitter. Had the first run for the Titans on the sac fly, or the second run, and the go-ahead run in the fourth, or forced it in anyways.
I know Coach Soto, the hitting coach for the Titans, is happy to see the bats break
Yeah,
out
they're
like this.
stringing
and,
them along now, aren't they?
He's been waiting for this for a few games, so hopefully this will be the start of something big for the Titans.
It's like an Oprah show. You get a hit, and you get a hit, and you get a hit. It's so contagious.
It really is. It's one of the funny things about baseball. It is very contagious.
Everybody wants to have a piece. And it's 2-0 here on Cabrera with Espinal on deck. Kissimmee product. RBI opportunity here. On back. Runners on the corners here, still just one out.
It's the first time we've seen either left-hander make a move to first. That one was pretty close to a balk. He that front foot went awful close to home there. And it's tough for that base umpire at his angle to make that call.
Yeah.
It's different in a big league game when you've got, you know, a umpire at each base, and you can see that angle a little bit easier.
A 2-0, make it 3-0. And now a ball away. So loading the bases up for Dylan Espinal. Leadoff hitter.
Yeah, 3-0 with a 5-run lead. It wouldn't surprise me if Coach Tam gives him the green light. But in baseball sense, probably has the take. Yep. Taking all the way.
And it's 3-1. Now, got the green, right?
Oh, absolutely. 3-1.
Hitters count.
Really no different than 3-0 as far as Luis is concerned. He's looking for something he can drive. If not, take it and go full count.
And Johnson. Runner goes. Chop through the hole again on that right side. That's 3 straight hits. It scores another run. Corneal comes home. Runner safe at third. And a double for Luis Cabrera. Another RBI. 6th hit of the inning. Now 5 runs in.
Nice little hit and run there. Cabrera did a great job of staying down on the ball, staying back, and just driving it the other way on the ground.
One out, double for Cabrera. We're back to the top of the order here, Jim.
Yeah, the Titans are making a statement here in the 5th inning. They're really brought the bats with them in this inning.
And here come coaching staff here. Corbeil will have to try something else. 7-1 ball game. 5 runs here in this 5th inning. 5s are alive for the Titans here.
Yeah, they've just done an excellent job. They've really honed in on whatever pitcher the Eagles have brought to the mound and kind of found their groove this inning. And it's not over yet. There's still only 1 out, and we've got 2 runners in scoring position. So the Eagles have a test in front of them to keep these 2 runners from scoring and really having the game get out of hand.
Evan Johnson's night is done, so we'll have our 4th pitcher for Polk State. Number 18, Julio Blanco, the righty. 5'11", 160 of Venezuela.
Like you said, Coach Corbeil, he's gone far and wide to recruit, whether it's all over the United States and Canada, as well as Venezuela.
Good ball players have come from Venezuela.
Yes, they do.
So numbers on Blanco An ERA of 6, no record. This will be his 6th appearance. Does have 1 start. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 7 runs, 4 of those earned, 7 walks and 1 strikeout. So I've seen some better walk to strikeout ratios.
Right. I think again it's early in the year, and Coach Corbill's just trying to get some other guys some innings and see what they can do before they get into the heat of conference play. And you know, when you're down 7-1, it's a good time to look at some new.
Sorry, cutting off you.
Ups here for
Guys are doing
Blanco.
great, man.
Julio Blanco. Boy, it's you know who's the inning is really long also for the Titans bullpen.
It
Because
is.
they've been warming up, and now you got to get you don't want to waste your arm.
Yeah, that's an important point because he was probably ready to go in about 20 minutes ago, and now he's had to stand around and wait. I'm assuming the way Eric's standing out there that he is coming in. And now I think this solidifies, it makes it an easier decision for Coach Tam. You've got a 6-run lead. Cam threw an excellent game. He got his pitches
Definitely
in.
in line for the win,
Yeah, in line for the win. So, but yeah, you're right. Eric's probably chomping at the bit, said, I want my turn.
Lonely out there at times. Well, I'm sure he'd rather be there than on the mound for Polk State right now. It's been
Yeah, it's been a
it's
little
been a
rough
horror
going.
show here as of late. So he'll come in with a 3-1 count. On Espinal. And his 4th at bat. Due up is Kevin Silva. He's the one that started out the inning with the only out of the inning. Seemed about 2 hours ago.
It certainly did.
On fouled back. Actually 0-1. Pay no attention to what you see on the screen. It's 0-1. That will be low ball.
Polk still has their infield in, and that makes Espinal, who's a 421 hitter, probably about a 600 hitter when you bring the infield in. So he just needs to square one up right here.
Swing and miss, strike 2.
Nice curveball by Blanco there. Kept it down. Tough pitch.
Eastern Florida second baseman. Nice dirty uniform.
Yeah, he's done a great job filling in at shortstop in Sanjurjo's absence. Again, one of those versatile players that can just play anywhere, and we've really done a nice job.
Outside, ball 2. And 4 runs in. Make that 5 runs in. Starting to lose count.
Well, they surpassed their average, so we're 2 up on that, which is good.
Chop down the left side, foul. Remain a 2-2 count on Dylan Espinal. So back 421 coming in. Officially 0 for 1. A couple of walks. Did score in the 3rd. So strike 3. Finally, the second out of the inning for the Polk State Eagles. Blanco gets his first.
Yeah, Blanco made a nice pitch, a little curve ball down and away, and Espinal offered at it and came up short. So that brings up Kevin Silva
for the second time. So the Titans have batted around here in the 5th inning. And the RBI single in the 3rd. First run of the game for the Titans. And that leveled the score line 1-1. Ahead of the count 1-0. A ground out to start this inning. Runners 2nd and 3rd. Zarello 3rd, Cabrera 2nd.
This is probably where we need that shot clock in baseball, you know,
Yeah.
where the runner steps out and the pitcher steps off, and
It's been proposed.
it has, and I think we'll come to that within the next 3 or 4 years at some point.
Swing and a miss.
There's too much technology available, and with the millennials and their attention span, what it is, you need to make the game a little quicker and keep them interested.
Chop left side. Oh, and it's going to go through on the error. Both runs are going to score. It's going to be 9-1 Titans. Silva reaches first. Benefit of the error. Scoring is Zarella and Cabrera. Boy, when it's going bad, it goes bad.
It really does. It's just like the wheels are falling off a little bit, and Trent Sinkfield makes a great effort. It's just one of those do-or-die plays, and you either make it or you don't. And unfortunately for him, he came up short on that one. But just a tough in-between hop, and Titans scored 2 more runs.
11th batter in the inning is Christian Sanjurjo. Singled and scored earlier this inning on a wild pitch. He's got a runner at first in the form of Silva.
Blanco looks like he's got a pretty live fastball and got some movement on it. That ball went down and in towards Sanjurjo, and got good movement on that.
It's the 3rd error of the inning. And that's through. The inning will continue. Base hit for Sanjurjo. Runner holds at second in the form of Kevin Silva. It is a hit parade tonight.
That ball was up a little bit from Blanco, and Sanjurjo made him pay for it. Just hit it where it was pitched, drove it the other way. Nice piece of hitting. Such a big difference with that ball being up belt high versus down knee high, and such a big difference for both the pitcher and the hitter.
Morejo with 2 aboard. Swing and a miss.
There's an example right there. That ball's down. Not much you can do with it. If he does hit it, it's probably a weak grounder to third or short.
Elian officially 1 of 2. Reached on an error earlier this inning. Came around to score on Ramos's triple. Castillo's triple, rather. Starting to lose count now. This is tough. 7 runs in. 1-1 count on Elian Morejo. Hangs that one. And it continues for Polk State's pitching staff. Nobody can find the strike zone consistently. They haven't been helped out by their defense at all.
No, it's tough when you're giving a good team extra outs like Polk is giving the Titans. It's tough enough to get 3 outs, much less when you give them 5 or 6 outs. It can be very frustrating for your pitcher and and the rest of your defense, because you can see Polk's kind of back on their heels. You know, 9-1.
Low. Basically a ball away from walking the bases loaded here. Marcus Ramos with the big blast, the first triple of the 2 earlier in this inning. Really got the wheels a turning. And a balk. Advances the runners to second and third, so 2 on the pond now for Morejo.
What? The pitcher pump. Pitcher pump was
Well, you might as well, if you're Polk State, so we take a look here at the balk. Yep.
Yeah, he moved his front leg and made no attempt to go home. So
If you're Al Corbeil, let's just get it all out now, right? Get all
that's
the
exactly
long
right.
season. Driven. Boy, actually a friendly hop to second to get him at first. Thought that might have been a base hit, but the tip from the pitcher, Blanco, finds its way to Limoncelli, throws onto Orther, and finally, after 7 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors, the Titans lead 9-1. We'll be right back.
Eastern Florida State College men's basketball team takes on the Blue Wave from Florida State College, Jacksonville. Live Saturday at 2 on WEFS.
Join us for the 2nd annual Backyard Barbecue Blues and Brews Cook-Off and Family Fest on Saturday, February 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the Melbourne campus of Eastern Florida State College. Sample food from teams of amateur cooks competing for cash prizes, trophies, and bragging rights. Plus, enjoy bluegrass music by Penny Creek Band and a Kid Zone. For more information, contact the EFSC Alumni Association. All proceeds will benefit the EFSC Foundation Student Scholarships.
Seven-run inning for the Titans finally comes to an end. They lead 9-1. And finally, Eric Vargas will get a chance to pitch, make his 5th appearance. He's been waiting in that bullpen for it seems like an eternity. He has a 4.26 ERA. No record. Does have a start under his belt. 6.1 innings pitched coming in. 4 hits, 5 runs, 3 errors. Or earned runs, excuse me. ER. I'm so used to seeing those 3 errors last inning. 8 walks, 13 strikeouts. So, and no pressure here, right? 9-1 lead.
No, he can come in and relax and throw, and he's got a good live fastball.
Yeah.
Big, tall lefty, and good curveball to go along with a live fastball. And yeah, he just needs to come in and throw strikes. The worst thing you can do right now is walk people. You want to make them earn it, fill up the strike zone, and if they get hits, they get hits, but just make them earn it.
6'7", 235 out of New York. I got your fastball right here.
Exactly. One of those situations where you almost just want to put number 1 down every pitch, every batter, and just see if they can hit it.
Struck out 9 in 3 innings in his only start this season. That was against Rollins College JV on February 5th. So a strikeout pitcher, I would think. And he starts him off with a strike. Zach Scott. These Polk State hitters have been standing out in the outfield and infield for quite a bit.
Yeah, you can see by that first pitch, not only does he throw hard, but his ball has pretty good movement on it as well.
Just missed. Oh, 9 in 3 innings. That's a
Can't do any better than that.
getting it done, yeah. All your notes provided to us by Mike Parsons. such a good job on the sports information side for the Titans and also getting us prepared for our broadcast.
Absolutely. A big thank you to Mike for all of our game notes and everything. I know
He's been stretched. We've had like 5 broadcasts in the last 8 or 9 days.
All right.
Multiple sports going on at the same time. Softball, baseball, women's and men's basketball.
He's a busy man.
Better than just sitting around, though.
Absolutely.
And now struggling to find the strike zone is Vargas.
This is not what Coach Tam wants to see. He
No,
wants him to
extends the
fill up
game.
the strike zone and, like I say, make them earn it.
And this is going to go through for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Zach Scott. First hit of this game comes in the top of the 6th. Well, the long road back begins now for Polk State.
Well, Zach again with that low crouch a la Jeff Bagwell stance. Did a good job of staying on that pitch and driving it the other way. And you got to start somewhere when you're down 9-1. You got to get some runs on. You're not going to get them all back at once. So good piece of hitting by Zach.
There's a third baseman, Trent Sinkfield. Strikeout victim twice in the 1st and 4th. Trying to locate the strike zone's been a bit of a problem here to start off for Eric Vargas. Gotta get locked in hard when you've been standing there for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it really is.
Lefty checks the runner at first. Ball 2. Gonna have to come in.
Yeah, Jacob's going to go over there. He's also a catcher, so he kind of knows what to say to him. He's going to go over there, kind of calm him down, take a deep breath, relax, and just play catch with Cabrera. Got a big lead. Just throw strikes. Sometimes that's easier said than done, though.
Hey, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Exactly.
There's a 2-0 to Sinkfield.
Oh, wow. That was pretty good.
3-0. Well, that's 6 straight balls.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably going to take this, probably plus a strike. Probably take it till he gets a strike, being down 9-1. So Eric's going to have to make up his mind and throw one in there.
Seven runs this last inning for the Titans. So some cushion. There's the strike.
There it is. One thing, too, with an 8-run lead, Eric really needs to forget about that runner at first base and just concentrate on the
hitter.
batter. That run means absolutely nothing. If he steals, he steals. But just focus on the glove and throw strikes.
And ball 4. So back-to-back walks. I'm sorry, Scott. Back-to-back players on walk after Scott's single. And now Danny Berg remains in the game. Back as DH. From DH to pitcher, back to DH. And Jeff Tam's going to have a word.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be a pleasant word either. It's just get in there and throw strikes, fill up the zone, focus on your mechanics. Don't worry, he kept looking over there at first base at that runner quite a bit. With an 8-run lead, that just takes your focus away from the batter, and just needs to relax and throw.
Tam has his say.
He's got to know that Polk's going to be taking most likely, so they need base runners.
Berg steps in and does take the strike. Doubled and scored in the 2nd inning did Berg. Walked and stole a base in the 4th. Left stranded.
Yeah, it's nice to have a player like Danny Berg on your team hitting .343, can come in on the
Pitch.
mound for you and He's a good-looking ball player. Very
It's a nice
versatile.
thing. You get tagged up and roughed up a bit when you pitch, and you come back out and get some of it back as a batter, right?
Exactly. Whatever Coach Tam said must have worked because he's thrown 2 straight strikes. So
And checking the runner down the pipe. Ball 1.
that's a good 0-2 pitch, though, right there. Keep it away. Don't give him anything he can drive.
Eric Vargas. And some swinging, tipped into the glove. And there's his first strikeout.
Nice electric fastball from Eric Vargas. Probably in the low 90s there, right on the outside corner. For the first out for the Titans.
4th K for the Titans staff. 5th, rather. 5th. Weinberger had 4 of them. That brings up Sam Korshak. And now he's throwing some strikes. Korshak down 0-1. Singled. And then erased on a double play in the 2nd. And flied out to center field in the 4th. So 1 for 2. Count evens at 1-1.
I think
Eagle shortstop.
I think so far Eric's thrown all fastballs. I haven't seen a curveball or changeup yet, so he's just trying to fill up the zone with fastballs right now, which is smart.
And there's a 1st and 2nd here in a 9-1 ball game. Strike.
Nice pitch right under the hands there. He really handcuffed the batter there with that pitch.
Keep that speed up, and you're not used to. You're used to the pace of Weinberger, as he's gotten a little more tired going on, and now you're getting that at you.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Titan staff. Everybody, Coach Tam runs in here, throws in the low 90s, so just got to pick your poison, so to speak.
The 1-2. Strike 3 call. Back-to-back Ks for Eric Vargas. Well, a little meeting of at the mound with Jeff Tam. He heard it loud and clear.
Yes, he did. That fastball had some life on it and some excellent movement away from the right-handed hitter.
That's when you're a hitter, you're just hoping. I'll just let it go. Maybe I don't hear strike 3.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch coming back over the inside corner.
Catcher Mitch Osborne now. And got the first 2 runners aboard. Strike.
Has he thrown a ball since Coach Tam went out there? I don't think he has he?
I think 1.
One ball maybe.
When he he was down. He got the batter out on 0-2. Berg. Didn't seem like it though, yeah. Oh, and that will hit him and load the bases. Everybody
too
stays.
soon.
Oh no, did it not hit him? Apparently not.
It's awful close. I think maybe it just caught Cabrera's glove there. It did look like.
Take a closer look, but obviously didn't because nobody's arguing about it. Yeah, glove, you're right.
Yeah, very,
Handcuffed him a bit.
very close though.
You hear it and you're like, ugh. Ball and a strike. Oh, an inside corner. Strike 2.
Yeah, that pitch is just unhittable right
yeah,
there.
I'm about to say impossible.
Yeah, when you're throwing low 90s and you get that call, if he does hit it, it's going to go foul because it's so far inside. So I'm not saying it's not a strike. It probably is a strike, but it's just unhittable.
See if he goes back to the well. 1-2 count on Osborne. Vargas comes set, throws that one low. Osborne a strikeout victim to Weinberger in the fourth. Lined up the middle, a base hit. This will get one run back. As Scott comes around to score. So a big 2-out single for Mitch Osborne. And an RBI.
Yeah, it's almost one too many fastballs there. He kind of left that one over the plate a little bit, and Osborne did a nice job of driving it right up the middle. But again, you're playing with a 7-run lead, and it's okay at this point not to throw any off-speed stuff. But at some point, he's going to have to mix in some curves and sliders.
Miles Symington 0 for 2. And it's going to be 0 for 3 as Sanjurjo settles under. The inning is over, but a run comes in on 2 hits, 2 left on. And it is 9-2 Titans as we go to the bottom of the 5th. So everybody batted around that last inning. Should be Ramos, Castillo, and Corneal. And see Jeff Tam having a word. Well, you see when he was throwing strikes, you said almost unhittable.
Yeah, he was really electric with his fastball, and just, one too many up a little bit, and did a nice job of squaring it up, did the catcher Osborne.
Second matchup of the season between these two. It was looked like we were in it for a pitcher's duel through the first 4 or 5 innings, and then it's back to where it was in that opener, and that was an 11-10 game.
Right. Let's hope we're not headed to another 11-10. Let's hopefully we can keep them at 2 at this point and move forward with the W.
So glad to have you along. I'm Jeff Radcliffe, joined by Jim Wilcoxon this season. First of 5 baseball broadcasts here on WEFS. Entire crew out there. Hey, right back at you there.
Yeah, kudos to our great cameramen that have done an outstanding job tonight's game. And Brian in the truck.
It's lonely out there when you're on the scaffolding. Just you and the bugs.
Yeah, that's true.
Been there.
But when the sun goes down on a night like tonight, it's probably pretty nice.
Yeah.
As opposed to April and May.
And being out there in the middle of the day. Yeah.
Right.
Let's see, this will be Blanco to come back. No, another new pitcher. Spencer Paulu. So, native of Surrey, British Columbia.
So Coach Corbeil's getting to look at a lot of his pitching staff tonight to see what he's got as he
so are we.
Heads into conference play here in a week or so.
Well, Spencer in the 5'11", 190 righty out of Surrey, BC, Canada. And let's see, he's got an ERA of 18. This will be his 4th appearance. 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He is the 5th pitcher against the Titans here tonight as they go to the bottom of the 6th with a 7-run lead, 9-2. This will be Andres Ramos, who had the triple and RBI in the 5th. The Titans brought 12 to the plate in that 5th. Two 2-0. Ramos scared out of the box on that one. Buzz him the inside.
Yeah, it looks like Pauloff's got a little life on that fastball and going back in towards the right-handed hitter, Ramos. This is a good chance for a young pitcher to come out there and prove himself and earn some innings as the season progresses. So we'll see what Spencer's made of.
Not that time. 3-2. Count runs full here on Andres Ramos. Bottom of the 6th. Swing, gotta complete the strikeout. This is gonna be tough. And no. So reaches base. Almost strikes out, but he's up there. As it got away from the catcher Osborne.
Yeah, that's really frustrating as a pitcher when you strike the batter out and gets away from the catcher.
It's just the third strikeout for pitching staff of Polk State. So one aboard.
Castillo's getting his work both right and left tonight. He's facing righties and lefties, so he's getting plenty of work as a switch hitter.
A walk, an infield single came around to score on the run, then the RBI triple also came around to score. So it's been a productive night for Mr. Castillo. A runner on first here, nobody out. Inside. 1-1. And didn't start the season out great. He had just 2 hits in his first 6 games. He's 5 for 7 in his last 2. Titans looking for win number 7 on the season. A couple innings away, or a couple of runs away, depending on how you look at it. And the runner Ramos will be safely into second on pass ball. So running in scoring position here for the Titans in the 6th. Cornel on deck for Eastern Florida. Drilled the center. On his horse quickly, though, was Ashby. And there is one away.
Pollock left that ball up, and Castillo put another good swing on it right on the screws, just right to the center fielder for a nice play. 1 out for the Titans.
Cornel working on a 2 of 3 night. Couple of singles, a run scored. And that one gets away. Pass ball. Runner advances to third, and Ramos. It was in the dirt for sure. How did you rule that one?
Yeah, I think that's a wild pitch, but again, I think that's a product really of the catcher Osborne not really moving his feet. He's trying to backhand everything and instead of sliding over and blocking it with his chest protector.
Popped up. Foul territory, can make a play. There are 2 away. Nice. Arthur. So Cornel fouls out. Brings up Jacob Zarello. Runner on third, though. Zarello 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the 5th, and a walk in the 4th. Take a strike.
This is a great opportunity for Jacob to pick up another hit. He really needs to get going. He's a much better hitter than his average indicates, and the Titans really need him to step up at the plate.
Zarello coming into this game hitting .217.
He's a versatile player, playing both first base and catcher, and DHs a little bit. So,
if you're going to DH, you got to be productive at the plate.
Absolutely. And he's already demonstrated he's got some power. So
out of the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike to Jacob Zarello, sophomore first baseman. Left Westminster Christian and went to North Florida. Didn't work out. Now he's here playing for Jeff Tam. Good place to be. Again, short of the target. 3-1. If you're a catcher, you hate catching guys like this, right? It just beats you up.
yeah, you really do. There's a reason they call it the tools of ignorance, right? It's a tough game,
Yeah.
especially when you're down 9-2 and been a long day already.
This will be popped up but out of play. Straight back.
Yeah, I think Jake would like to have that pitch back. That was a letter high fastball. He just missed it. I don't think he'll get that pitch again. 3-2. Probably look for something off speed right here.
There's Cabrera on deck. Couple of RBIs, so. And will not have the chance as Zarello strikes out. So 2 Ks in that inning for Paula. Titans just 4 batters in that inning after having 12 the previous.
Yeah, Paula threw a nice curveball there after Jacob failed to square up that previous fastball, so you knew he was going to get something off speed, and Spencer just made a nice pitch.
So runner left on base there. You'd think the baseball gods would say that's fair. You had a strikeout, shouldn't have had a runner aboard anyway. It had advanced to third on the wild pitch. But in the end, Ramos left stranded at third base.
Yeah, they say everything evens out, and I believe it does over the course of the season. A few more former Titan players to mention that were here last year. Sam Duran and Gabe Rodriguez are down at Nova Southeastern and doing well, and John Capra is at FAMU, and Vinny Capra is at Richmond, and I know they're doing well. The Division I schools start their schedules this coming weekend, so it'll be
the
good to
fabulous
follow
Capra
those
brothers.
Yeah, it'll be good to follow all the local guys again throughout the spring and see how well they do. Brevard County's been very fortunate over the past several years, certainly 5 to 7 years, where they had a lot of good local talent come through and a lot of guys play at the next level. So a lot to be said for the Little League programs, the high school
All the way
programs
on
here in the county, and Coach Tam here, Coach Berkemeyer at FIT. A lot to be proud of. So,
But what an option for players to get to that next level, to the Division I level, to have this here in Brevard County.
right.
Such a good program, and when you know you're going to have a former major leaguer help
Absolutely.
coach you up, and with the number of players he's put into those 4-year schools, it's a lot of times there's that gap in certain parts of the country where you don't have a place to go.
Exactly, and Coach Tam's so well connected and has such a great reputation that he can get a lot of good Division I players that don't work out at their school for whatever reason, and they come here and they excel, and then they go either get drafted or they go on back to a different 4-year school. So
Chase Ashby will lead off the top of the 7th. Chopper foul. 0-1 as Vargas begins his second inning. It was cold and hot in that inning. Did allow the run, but settled in, got a couple of strikeouts. There's Ashby seeing him for the first time. Didn't get that one.
Wow. That looked pretty good there. That had some hump on it too. Vargas is letting it go tonight. It's coming up there with a lot of velocity.
Right to second. Espinal gloves it on to first. In time, one away. So Ashby retired. Four to three. Cody Orther now. So the order turns over for the leadoff man. Back-to-back doubles in his first two, and he reached down an error. So he's been on base every time.
Yeah, this will be an interesting matchup here. He's had a good night. He's their leading hitter. Vargas brings it up there. So we'll see who wins out. Oh,
give him something to think about. Throw it behind him. 1-0. If there was a mascot, he could just hit the mascot next time. Old Bull Durham, right? Come on, meat.
Yeah, or as Bob Uecker would say, just a bit inside.
Oh, nuclear. Well, as you're a hitter, you're thinking, I don't know where it's coming. Yeah,
exactly. That definitely will keep you from digging in a lot. He'll be a little light on his toes now.
He hit the bull. 1-0. And hits the other side of the plate that time and got him to swing at it.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
1-1. Upstairs a ball. Boy, he's certainly hitting every part of the batter's box. This one's going to be right down the middle. He's went right, left, up, now down, and
you
fouled away. Yeah,
right down the middle on that one.
Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Cody Orther, the leading hitter for this Polk State team, coming into this matchup. 360. That's going north because he's been on base all 3 times.
Yeah, he's an impressive baseball player. Good solid leadoff player. And like I mentioned earlier in the game, he can play 3 different positions for him. So big asset for the team.
San Jorge. Oh, did he get the tag in? No. So the throw got away, and Orther is aboard for the 4th time.
Yeah, ball was hit solid by Orther. And just a wide throw. Jacob Zarello tried to make a sweep tag, but did
Error,
miss
infield hit.
Oh, that's an error.
Yeah, certainly took him off.
Yeah, that was, again, that's the part that I think frustrates Coach Tam a little bit. You get those basic plays and need to be made. Now, Eric's going to end up throwing more pitches, because you have a runner on base that should have been an out. So it's frustrating for them.
That's twice Orther's been on by benefit of the error. Nico Limoncelli up next. 0 for 2 with a walk.
You can get away with that in a 9-2 game, but in close games, 1-run games, those
we learned that last year.
Come back and haunt you.
There were a lot of errors last year that cost the Titans some games. Eastern Florida managed okay with 31-19 record, 15-13 in conference. 0-1 to Limoncelli, now 1-1. Runner at first is Orther. Again, leading stolen base man on the team, and you'd think he's going to have a pretty good opportunity here. Down 7 runs. Limoncelli goes towards the Titans dugout. Long foul. Long strike, rather. Vargas. Runner on first. Shelley chases, it gets away. Arthur to second. But second out recorded. Shelley strikes out. That's a third K for Vargas.
That's the first off-speed pitch we've seen from him, too. That was a nice little changeup that fooled Nico.
Take a look here.
It's got him out on his front foot. That ball just died, just like a good changeup. To me, that's probably the toughest pitch in baseball to hit. It was a good changeup because the arm motion speed just looks like a fastball, but the ball's about 6 or 8 miles slower than the fastball.
2 away, runner in scoring position now for Zach Scott. Singled and scored last inning. And deep pop up to right field. And making the grab is Corneal, and the side is retired. So no hits, no runs. There was an error and a runner left. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here in Melbourne. Titans in control 9-2.
Jason Corneal does a great job in right field. He can cover a lot of ground out there and made a nice running catch. That was a good inning for Eric to come in, and unfortunately he had the error, but threw strikes, had command, and much better than the previous inning, and that's exactly what Coach Tam wants. When you got a big lead like this, go in there and throw strikes and let your defense work for you.
The bottom of the 7th will be Cabrera, Espinal, and Silva. 9-1-2. And Spencer Paula continuing to work. And a couple of strikeouts in the home half of the 6th.
I'm sure Coach Tam would like to see Vargas finish this game too. With so many upcoming games, he'd like to save as many arms as possible with these games coming up.
Titans at Santa Fe tomorrow, so on the road. And then Drury University JV, and then guess what? Next week, conference play starts. Southern Conference always a battle. They'll be at Miami-Dade Wednesday, then on the weekend back here against Miami-Dade again. 2 at Bruce Bochy Friday and Saturday. Then you got Indian River, and you step out a little bit. But games really start counting as we get into March.
Yeah, hopefully this game's an indication of where the Titans are headed. They've really
good point.
Had a nice game hitting, and pitching has been outstanding. Shore up some things on defense, and they'll be ready for conference play.
Jeff Tam and the Titans. Our next televised game here on WEFS will be Friday, the 2nd of March, that Indian River game. That'll be the back end of the first 2 meetings between those two. So the Pioneers come to town for the first time this season. We're in the bottom of the 7th here against Polk State, though. Game to finish. And Cabrera will step in against Paulin for the first time. And that sac fly in the 4th after striking out in the 3rd. Then the RBI double in the 5th. Hangs that one, does Paula. Two O's. Cabrera ahead in the count. Espinal on deck. Did he go? No. 3-0. Cabrera will take all the way, take a strike.
A little generous strike call, but usually if you throw it in the area code 3-0, you're going to get the call, especially in a 9-2 game.
Game now 3 hours old. And it's going to get a little longer. A walk to Cabrera. So on for the second time. Cabrera yet to steal a base this year. Back to the top of the order, Dylan Espinal. Couple of walks, strikeout, and a fly out, so 0 for 2. Has scored a run though. And we'll lift it to left center. Caught by Symington. And there's one away. Now Kevin Silva scheduled. And in fact, the center fielder will hit. Double play in the first inning. RBI single in the third. Ground out in the fifth. Reached on an error in the fifth. Advanced on a balk as well.
Yeah, like I say, now that he's moved to the 2-hole hitting, he seems really comfortable there, seeing the ball well, and the fact that Dylan gets on base all the time, he's seen a lot of fastballs. So I think Kevin's found the home at the 2 spot.
So 297 coming into this matchup. Takes 2-0. So Paulo get behind the hitters here. The 5th pitcher here for Polk tonight. Again, schedules are so compact at this level of college baseball, right?
It really
you
is.
really want to save your pitching. It's not the Division I level. You got maybe a midweek game or two, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you got your Friday, Saturday, Sunday series, and you got that rotation set. You pretty much know who your starters are going to be. Everybody's got their role, but not at this level.
No,
It's
not
different.
at this level. It really is, and you gotta. It gives these kids a chance. Like Spencer, when he comes out, you got to come out and perform if you want to earn some innings as the season progresses. And yeah, you can't ever have too many pitchers. That's for sure.
Three and one on Silva. The runner goes, and can be fouled back.
Had a little hit and run. Kevin did a good job of putting the bat on the ball, protect the runner.
Cabrera will have to trot back. Full count, Silva. Sanherho scheduled to bat next. Not sure if that will happen. We'll see. This will be fouled, or lifted to left field, rather. And for the second time this inning, put out is made by Symington.
Now, Coach Sam being aggressive there, even with a 9-2 lead, had the hit and run on, and Kevin just got under it a little bit.
Sanherho at the plate for the 5th time. 3 singles. 1 ground out. Scored a run. Good night for Christian.
Yeah, nice return game for him since he's been out for a few games.
On a curve, and again, Cabrera will have to come back. A foul ball.
Yeah, catchers aren't used to running that much.
No,
So
what do you do? Wind sprints.
exactly. He might collapse if Coach Tam gives him the hit and run or the steal again.
Paulo trying to get out of the inning here. Worried about the runner. And for Polk State, Coach Corbeil, you want to just get out of here, live to fight another day. Don't lose tomorrow's game tonight, basically, right?
Exactly. Yeah, there's definitely that philosophy, and that can certainly happen if you're not careful.
And then two becomes 3, and 3 becomes 4 if you're not careful.
Yeah, it can spiral out of control in a heartbeat. And just like when you're winning 9-2, you're down 9-2, you don't want them to come in and walk. Those strikes, pound the strike zone, make them earn it.
Goes opposite way, foul ball. 0-2 hole, strike away from getting out of the inning here, Spencer Paulo. after walking the leadoff batter Cabrera. Big breath there from Cabrera. Sure, after running to second at high gear, took some of it out of him. Wait.
Yeah, they can't. Pitcher and catcher can't get their signals together.
And puts him aboard. Plunks Sanjurjo, and he's aboard. So the first hit by pitch of this game. Cabrera advances to second on the play.
Yeah, that really stings when you got a batter 0-2 and then you hit him. That's just really tough. That makes, I know that frustrates Coach Corbeil, and put away pitch and then you give him a free pass.
Elian Morejo, his fifth at bat, a couple of ground outs, single, reached on an error, and then advanced wild pitch and came around to score on the triples.
Balk.
Everybody's also advanced on the balk. Warner's in scoring position here after the balk. Cabrera at third. Sanjurjo at second. Morejo, the designated hitter. Another chit chat.
Yeah, that's a good job of Cody coming over to kind of settle the pitcher down a little bit after the balk, after he hit a batter with 2 strikes, and just hit the reset button.
Worry about the batter. You got 2 away. Morejo ahead in the count. Take that strike, so strategy worked. Simmering down. 2-1. Two.
Nice pitch there by Spencer. Down and away. He kept fooling Elian a little bit. He's probably going to get the same pitch right here. I doubt he's going to get a good fastball to hit.
Two popped up. Chance to get out of the inning. Osborne goes to catch it, and it's into the crowd.
And I was wrong.
Everybody's scattered like roaches. The light's coming on.
I was wrong. He did get a good fastball to hit. So
no, we don't need heroes. Baseball's hurt. Usually, when the big screen in front of you, you're not worried about that. But
that's right.
Sometimes they just get hit just right. Like a bomb dropping on you. The 2-2 again. Whew. Lined foul.
Coach Tam might want to back up a few steps after that one. Wow.
That's why they wear batting helmets now.
Yes, it is.
Meeting of minds. Twos across the board here. And blasted to left center. Going back. And it's out of here. Home run, Elian Morejo. A 3-run shot. And that should do it. Because the Titans now up by 10 in the 7th. And that is the case. Game over. So a walk-off shot from Morejo.
Wow, what a way to end the game. That was an absolute blast by the DH, Elian Morejo.
Good job down there, Mikey.
We'll catch our breath. Take a quick break, and we'll come right back. And there it is. Water landing. Don't tell SpaceX. 12-2. Titans win it over the Eagles. We'll be right back.
Join us for the second annual Backyard Barbecue Blues and Brews Cook-Off and Family Fest on Saturday, February 24th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the Melbourne campus of Eastern Florida State College. Sample food from teams of amateur cooks competing for cash prizes, trophies, and bragging rights. Plus, enjoy bluegrass music by Penny Creek Band and a Kid Zone. For more information, contact the EFSC Alumni Association. All proceeds will benefit the EFSC Foundation Student Scholarships.
Come on, now you're on your way. Come on, like it, like that. Come on, now you're on your way. Come on, like it, like that. Come on, ride with me. Now you're on your way, like it.
Three-run home run, second of the season for Elian Morejo, and it ends it. Mercy rule 12-2, a win for Eastern Florida State College as we take a look. A huge blast.
Yeah, Spencer threw a fastball right down the middle, and Elian just turned on it and hit it probably 390 feet. It's a blast. What a way to end the game for the Titans.
Yeah,
great win as they head to Santa Fe tomorrow.
Not the most conventional way to walk off, but you'll take it. And you would have to think it's actually, in a way, good for Polk State, too. Don't waste any more pitching.
Absolutely, yeah. It definitely saves their pitching moving forward. And for the Titans, I think this is huge, the way they swung the bats tonight. And hopefully that'll give all the hitters confidence moving forward as they head into conference play here in the next week or so.
Titans improved to 7-5 on the season. A big 12-2 win. The head coach of the Titans is Jeff Tam, and that was a fun one to watch. Jeff, talk about this win.
Well, we grinded it out. You know, Cam did not have his best stuff, but he gave us a great chance. He pitched out of a lot of jams. You know, and you're not always going to have your good stuff, but you're going to need to get out there and just keep competing. And he did a wonderful job. Brought in Vargas, and you know, that's the best he's thrown all year. He's got a great arm, plus arm, and, you know, we swung the bats a little more timely this time. 3 hit and runs in an inning. I don't think we've done that in a full year. But, you know, we're in a spot where, you know, we're getting in our own way. But, you know, if we keep grinding, you know, I like what I see. It's just got to be on a day-to-day basis, not when they choose to do it.
Yeah, Coach, what do you think? What's your assessment of Cam as a starter versus bringing him in out of the bullpen?
Look, he's pitched great out of the pen for us. You know, some of our starters have just not gotten it done on a, you know, with the command that I expect. And we're trying to switch it up. We're trying to fight to find somebody that's going to come in there and just get it done. And, you know, he did a good job, and I think he deserves another start.
Absolutely.
Next week, conference play begins. I know you got another game tomorrow, but does it seem like maybe things are starting to come together at the right time because you know how the Southern Conference is going to be?
Well, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. There's no doubt. Miami-Dade's as good as they've ever been. Broward's as good as they've ever been. Palm Beach will always find a way to get you. They just know how to get it done. You know, we got our work cut out for us, but like I said, I like what we have. I like what we got. It's just got to click. They just can't keep giving stuff away.
Yeah, Coach, I noticed you moved Paul Castillo out to left field after playing second base for the last several games, and he's really been coming through for you at the plate. What can you say about his performance?
Well, we made a couple small adjustments with him. We spread him out, and we've asked him to be more of a contact hitter, to find himself a little different than a power guy. And Rutledge was doing well early. He found a little issue right now at the plate, but we're just trying to make it work day in, day out, and the lineup will be different tomorrow. We're going to give guys opportunities, and we'll just keep grinding it out the best we can.
Absolutely. That's a great win tonight.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it,
win.
guys.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jeff. Congratulations. Big
Yes,
win
sir.
tonight for the Titans as they take it 12-2, and it was really the big 12 batters in that inning, the fifth inning. And let's take a look at some of the highlights from that one. It started with a wild pitch. Titans were ahead here. They had clawed back after losing or being trailing 1-0. Wild pitch brought the first one home. That was Sanjurjo. Then Morejo. This was Ramos, the first triple. It's an RBI triple. That scored the third run of the inning, and it was just contagious. They were stringing things together, weren't they?
Absolutely. Seemed like every hitter that came to the plate really squared the ball up in that fifth inning.
Castillo did the same thing as Ramos. Anything you can do, I can do better. And that went to the fence. Brought home another in the form of Ramos, and it was Corneal who had 2 hits in this game. A single brought home, 5th run of the inning, and they were not done. The hit parade, it was 5 straight hits. Zarello helps out. Corneal able to score. And then the error. There were 3 errors in that inning that helped out the cause for the Titans. You give them extra at-bats, as you said, and they make you pay.
And the blast that ended it all right there.
A 10-run rule, second home run of the season for Elian Morejo, and we all go home a few innings early tonight.
I think it was a great team win. Like Coach Tam said, outstanding pitching from Cam, Weinberger, and Eric Vargas, and they had their hitting shoes on tonight. You can go up down the lineup, and everybody played a big part swinging the bat, and that's what they're going to need going forward.
Eastern Florida scored 11 in the win against the Polk State Eagles earlier in the season. Scored 12. They outdid it, but were much better defensively, much better in the pitching department here today.
Absolutely, yeah. We made the plays we needed to make on defense, and just can't say enough about the offense. Anytime you put up 12 runs, that's going to give you a fair chance to win for sure. And I know they'll have their work cut out for them heading to Santa Fe tomorrow. Santa Fe is always a formidable opponent, and they've got another good ball club this year, and it'll be a good test for the Titans before they return home on Sunday and Monday as they face
Miami-Dade.
Drury,
yeah.
JV team, both Sunday and Monday.
And then Miami-Dade next week.
And then they head into conference play after that. So it'll be three good tests before they get into conference play, and I think Coach Tam is starting to find the right mix of players, and they're starting to believe. And like you said, that hitting is just contagious, and hopefully it'll spill over to tomorrow.
Let's hope. We'll see. How many times have you seen where it doesn't?
Right.
I think Jeff Tam's got them going in the right direction. Fun to see. So glad to have you along here on WEFS. Jim, pleasure working with you. Looking forward to doing this again here 4 more times. First of 5 on WEFS. Go to the Titans. 12-2 big over the Polk State Eagles. For Jim Wilcoxon, for our producer Brian Foster, director Roger Hayward, and our entire WEFS crew, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying good night from Melbourne. Titans, a 10-run win over the Eagles.
Join local sportscaster Eric Kohler as he hosts Eastern Florida State College coaches and student athletes for a closer look inside Titan sports. Produced in partnership with Florida Today, the weekly in-depth program covers the 11 Titans men's and women's sports teams through game footage and coaches' analysis. Get closer to the action Thursday night at 8 here on WEFS.
Great careers in aviation are taking flight at Eastern Florida State College with the Aviation Maintenance Technician program at the Orlando Melbourne International Airport. The program is designed to provide highly skilled workers to companies such as Embraer, AAR, Northrop Grumman, and others that are fueling the airport's expanding commercial aviation sector. Graduates will also have job opportunities at Kennedy Space Center, as their skills are transferable to the commercial space industry. Companies such as SpaceX, Boeing, and Blue Origin are developing new spacecraft to carry astronauts to the International Space Station and beyond on missions that could begin as early as 2018. The FAA-approved program is housed at Eastern Florida's new Aviation Center. The center includes classrooms for lecture classes and a fully equipped hangar where students get hands-on training with multiple aircraft, a machine shop, testing equipment, and composite station.
Most of the other A&P schools are just bookwork. And we actually have the cool equipment, we've got the planes, we've got the engines to work on and get that experience that you can't really get anywhere else.
I've dedicated my will not only to the Air Force, but now to the civilian sector. And I hope that the people that come here understand the importance and the need that we have for aircraft maintainers.
The program consists of 2 certificates, the Aviation Airframe Mechanics PSAV and the Aviation Power Plant Mechanics PSAV. Students learn aircraft maintenance theory, diagnostic procedures, and FAA-approved methods for inspecting, servicing, and repairing aircraft and their systems. They're also taught how to use aviation industry standard tooling and equipment to perform work on actual aircraft. Graduates are qualified to take the Federal Aviation Administration exam that can lead to jobs in aircraft maintenance, repair, and refurbishment that average $55,200 annually. So don't miss your opportunity to be a part of the exciting and growing field of aviation maintenance. Visit our website for information on how to apply.
Create the career of your dreams with a degree from Eastern Florida State College. Earn a bachelor's degree, associate's degree, or college certificate in growing job fields like healthcare, business, and computer technology. On campus or online, you can find inspiration and success. Anything's possible where Titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.